Tonight, Hope reads some news. Corey doesn't share. And Brian, well, he looks like Brian.
And you're still bald.
I'm still bald. We're back! No.
Ow, that was loud.
Extremely.
Nobody.
I'll turn you down.
No, you need. Okay. So, yes.
Turn you down in my ears at least.
Well, then tell me that, and we can do it.
Well, I didn't know that it was going to be that way.
You know, this is what. Who's still. Oh. I'm still making noises because. I don't know.
And you're going to blame everybody else.
Fine.
Everything is everyone else's fault. Blame Canada. It's their fault.
Sure. I'm completely fine with blaming Canada.
Cheers.
That was the nastiest sound I've ever heard in my entire life.
Corey gets to make random sounds.
That sounded like
Something Corey
sex.
would do.
That sounded like sex with Muppet vaginas.
Muppet vaginas?
Muppet vaginas.
Yes.
So Fat Bald and White
That
back
might be a
on.
theme for me now. Excuse me.
We're gonna talk about Muppet vaginas here in just a little
Can
bit.
we not?
Yeah,
Can we
we're
just-
going to. We're going to.
What, 3 weeks we've been off the air. We're back.
And
so
the big
we're
thing we
coming.
got from the people are Muppet vaginas?
Yes.
This is what Hope and Corey want to talk about. This is,
Well, because you have presented us with so many things.
in 3 weeks, I've gotten how many texts from any of you?
It's because life sucks.
Oh?
Yeah.
How did life suck to
I
you?
don't know. It just did.
Well, we're normally used to you just telling us what we're talking about, so we didn't really need any input.
Okay. Well, we're not talking about Muffet vaginas then. So there.
Okay, good.
The boss man said it's his show. His name is on
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that.
it.
So Derek's not going to
There
be
was
with
more
us.
of the story
But
behind
describe,
I don't- I don't know how to
describe
talk
their
about
appearance.
I do. I
No.
do.
So later.
We were talking about the meme that I sent Adam the other day, and it said, "How would you feel if your woman's vagina made the same noises as your stomach,
Oh,
growled in the
yeah.
same way as your stomach?" And then somehow we got off topic from that and started talking about transgender people, and we decided that we don't care. We just want to know, do you have a taco or a hot dog? And then Corey decided that going back to that meme, that it means that once it starts growling, that little taco thing's going to be like the Cookie Monster. Yeah, that was pretty much it.
Wow, that was so fascinating. I'm glad we.
To anyone who's listening, we're sorry we wasted
To the
your
one
time.
listener
So
we
what
had.
did you have to say?
I don't know, but I wasn't going to waste whomever. What?
We're back.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, you already said it.
No, I said it.
Okay. We're back.
Yeah.
Corey say it too.
No.
Derek's not back.
No,
We don't have Derek this week. He's gone.
he's off doing millionaires things,
He's gone to a Christmas.
Billionaires.
things.
Get it right.
To a Christmas. What do they do? What is it they do? Like
Money grub.
Is it a cantata or what do they do? I don't. Do they?
Oh, is it a Christian
I don't
singing?
know. It's a Christmas
Then
thing.
if you don't know,
It's not
Okay.
close enough to be Advent.
hold on. If you don't know what it is that it's
What
supposed
does that
to be
even
doing,
mean? Hold on, Corey just threw words at me. I have no clue what that means.
an Advent.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not an Advent celebration.
Advent, and there's those calendars that you rip open.
Yeah,
things
but
that you-
some people actually do like it's a
An
different
Advent
thing
service.
every night.
Yeah. And then some churches have an actual service dedicated to the Advent. Okay, look, you asked the damn question.
Okay, but answer me one at a fucking time so I don't have, you talking in your mumbly voice and then Hope yelling over you. And now all I can hear is Hope yelling over you. Advent is what? What did you say? And this is a you question. Yes.
Am I allowed to answer it?
If you will fucking answer.
So, an Advent is like it's a season before Christmas. It's like so many days. It's like menorahs.
The 12.
I don't know how many days there are. There's a fucking calendar of them. You go to
Okay.
little doors and there's something in there. Like
Oh.
chocolates or something. You know,
Is
it's a
this
way to
something you've
remember.
heard of?
I know
It's
what
like
Advent
it's part of the
calendar.
liturgical calendar.
So it's like a more of a Catholic thing then.
No. No.
No, I've
No,
heard
we
of the
have
Advent
one.
calendar. There's like a calendar that has the 25 days on it, and every day you open up a door, it tells you how many
And
days there is
It's like
for
so many days
Christmas.
before Christmas.
And there's like candy or
Like a little
something.
Christmas countdown thing is what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
That's essentially
Yeah,
all
but
it
Well, Corey
is.
just said it was liturgical, which means it's a religious.
It
No,
is.
it can be whatever
You
you
just said it is.
It can also be liquor. You can
Yeah,
get an
I know
Advent
more than this.
It's religious.
You can get an Advent calendar that has that's got liquor bottles in it.
Why do they
like,
not have this? Do they?
They do.
Is this a thing?
Yeah, go to the liquor store.
That's at the liquor store.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's got little shots in it. It's like you
Big
open.
Christmas
Bourbon.
Like I saw.
12 shots of bourbon.
There's this lady that I follow on TikTok, and she opened her second door and she got vodka.
Okay.
I mean,
Is there a Hanukkah Advent calendar?
It's only
Yeah.
8 days though. You get 12 for Christmas.
no, you get 25.
Other than that's
Listen,
It's
you're just
already-
adding to it
It's
now.
only-
We're just,
no, it's a calendar. You start on December 1st and you go to December 25th.
it's a countdown.
Remember when we were kids and we had those Santa, like my mother made us those Santa things where you put the what are those things called? Cotton balls on the thing
Yeah.
to make the beard until we get to Christmas, so we knew how many days was Christmas. It's
Yeah.
not that, except it's got candy. Or
Okay.
some booze,
so
apparently.
you get something out of it.
Yes.
So how would that have to do with whether or not you could do a Christmas cantata or not?
I don't know. This is
A
different.
church can it doesn't have to be a thing that you open the little doors. It can be a Christmas Advent like actual event.
Yeah, it's like a church, celebration or
Like the
something.
25 days of Christmas, we're doing these different things each night.
Did Jesus do like a Hercules thing where you had the labors and it was maybe you open up one of
No,
them?
Mary
and it's
did.
like-
No,
Mary had stuff like
his labor was laying in the rock for 3 days and then he came back
Well, and on that cross for however
Yeah,
long
for-
till he bled out.
for a few hours.
trying to sleep with the little drummer boy.
That was baby Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyways,
But
what news do you have to tell us?
We had another school shooting
Hey,
in Michigan.
you should have gave me heads up. I'd have got our customary sounds ready for.
I
school
figured that's
shootings.
like the biggest news. I mean,
Well, I figured that you'd want a Rittenhouse.
yeah.
Well, even then, you still need the guns.
Well, no. In his, you need. Don't hit me. I'm a pussy.
The gun charges don't count.
I know.
So
But it's good.
No.
no,
So you have a gun,
If there's no gun charge,
there's no bullets.
then there's no gun.
No people got shot.
well,
If you don't have the gun, you can't do it.
the whole thing with Rittenhouse goes back to, as I said, he was a pussy. Don't hit me. I'm a pussy. So
I'm fragile.
yeah. Even his mommy said he was fragile.
But the thing is
They
that
left me in jail.
we can talk about this today because our fifth person's not here. We get upset.
He's probably watching.
Couldn't be friends no more. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, Mom, I know I brought this Christmas party, but just do what
Corey,
you want
turn
to
your
do.
mic off.
I thought it is.
Is there a slash through it?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, no. Look, Rittenhouse. I figured that's where you'd have went. I figured you went Rittenhouse. The black dude that got executed in Brunswick. What was his name?
Mm.
Yeah, that one. With one of those. But the school shootings where you're going?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the most relevant.
All right.
I
go
mean,
for it.
currently, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, people don't care about like
Yeah,
these other people. People crowd over these
Well,
people.
like, here's the thing. Okay, so here's the
Apparently-
problem.
Apparently they're traumatic and stuff.
Hold on. Here's the problem. The reason why I don't really want to talk about Rittenhouse right now, and the reason why I don't really want to talk about Ahmaud
Are
Arbery.
you going to represent them?
No. But the reason why I don't want to talk about these people is because in order for the public to understand, they would have to understand the legal principles behind what happened.
Or be able to
That's
read.
That's
Yeah.
a whole nother can of worms for another day for a different podcast
But Mr. Hope's working on in the future. I mean,
called Legal Talk.
is that really what you're going to call
I
it?
think I will call it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think a lot talk legal with me.
Talk legal with me.
Talk legal to me.
Talk legal to me. There you
Yeah,
go.
we can do that. Talk legal to me.
Yay.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the reason why, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's some basic legal principles that a lot of people don't understand, and are causing people to be upset about. And the media, both sides, don't help it any.
On many sides.
Besides media is bad.
It's not great.
It's awful on all sides. I
That's what
watched
I'm saying.
Fox today,
what
and
I'm
was
saying.
sitting there yelling at that. I can flip over to CNN. By the way, how dumb is CNN? How fucking dumb do you have to be to think that it would be like if my sister were governor of the state of Georgia, for OAE to think I don't speak to her while she's out raping young men.
Wait,
Christ, hope.
whoa.
I thought you gave that up for Lynn.
Back this up.
No, it's not Lent yet. Got a minute.
Admin.
Back
Before
this up.
Easter.
What?
Yeah, they're firing Chris Cuomo because he talked to his brother in quote an advisory manner during the time that his brother was, in trouble for being a sex pervert.
Even though, in all actuality, I would say he probably wasn't a sex pervert. He just didn't marry that person.
Okay, but it doesn't matter. They're firing him because he talked to
It's just
him.
like Joe Scarborough. He married her, so he's
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. You
But-
can't get me too.
But why would you not expect that they would speak to their own family?
I did have a problem. I saw that he was getting fired, and I thought that was kind of sad.
So, I mean, it's the best show they had. What are they going to do? Is DL going to pull it through? DL ain't going to pull it through. Anderson's faggoty ass can't do 2 more hours.
Wolf Blitzer.
They'll have to bring Kathy Griffin in with him.
Wolf Blitzer.
Oh, wait, she's already offended people and can't do it.
Get Wolf Blitzer. He'll do another
God, he'll
5
do
hours.
8 hours on the in front of a big
we
screen
should
TV.
push for us.
No, we're not liberal enough.
They'll get
for
Shepard
CNN.
Smith.
No, he's on CNBC.
They're gonna move him over.
Nah, he's on CNBC. Why would he go anywhere? He's the only newsman on CNBC.
He'll go.
All right, well, tell us the glorious news of a school shooting.
So apparently, this school shooting I actually kind of find to be okay. I'm sorry, we're all going to talk about a legal concept here that happened. They pressed charges against the parents.
Yeah, I was
I
reading that
was
earlier.
curious about that. What happened?
They
Well,
planned it.
essentially,
That damn teacher gave you a bad grade, Junior. You
I'm
go in there and
sorry.
you shoot
Yeah,
that
they had
bitch.
his gun in there.
You
You
shoot
just-
that bitch in the ass.
no. Apparently, upon investigation, police found out that they routinely kept their gun in an unlocked, like
Vagina.
open and notorious
Muppet
place.
vagina.
So he would have easy access, and that's actually one of the things about owning a gun is that
Is that one of
you.
the laws in that state or something?
Well, I mean, you're supposed to keep control over your weapon.
Yeah, but I mean that can be as vague as okay, whatever, or you will do it.
Well, no, I mean technically, even here, if your gun, if your gun gets stolen, you don't report it as stolen, and something happens with it, you can get in trouble for not having reported it stolen in time.
Legal problem.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on how bad the prosecutors want to be dicks about it, and that's basically what this article even says is that if the prosecutors want to go that route, but they still think it's going to be kind of hard to sell that to a jury because most people are negligent and stupid with their guns.
Well,
You can just let it.
it doesn't matter. Who cares?
It's like,
So-
oh, here, I'm using my gun to scratch my balls. Oh shit.
So anyway, they're gonna do that. What else we got? What other news is there?
So
Alec Baldwin says that he had the magic gun.
he did a big tell-all interview.
Yeah.
Um,
I never pulled the trigger. I promise I didn't pull the trigger. Magic gun. That's that Kennedy gun everybody's been looking for.
They
How did
found
you
it.
do it?
Was he the one?
He went. Okay, I know how it happened. He went to Dallas 3 weeks ago. Last time we were here, and stopped JFK Jr. from joining Trump by taking the magic gun and just letting it do its thing, and it took care of his zombie ass.
I got an idea. What if Alec Baldwin
It's
died
JFK
a
Jr.
long time ago?
And JFK Jr. body snatched him.
Face off.
Oh,
Wait,
could be.
Face off.
what if Alec Baldwin was related to Ted Cruz? No, follow me on this now. Because Ted Cruz's daddy was
Yeah,
assassinated.
Ted Cruz's daddy is the one that killed Kennedy, right?
Yeah. So obviously the
So-
gun would be in the family possession.
You know that Mitch McConnell's grandfather's the turtle that raced the hare.
Yes.
I
I thought Mr. McConnell was.
No, that was his grandfather.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
So, any other news?
well, hold on. Okay, so apparently, this is Fox News that's reporting this too.
Oh, is it,
on Alec Baldwin.
was it our guy that writes for Fox?
No, it's
Not
Nate.
Peter?
This is Nate Day.
Okay,
Okay.
not Peter.
So Nate Day is okay. So anyway, it says emotional Alec Baldwin recalls Rush shooting. Quote: "If I felt that I was responsible, I might have killed myself." All right. And another
With
wrote,
the magic gun.
no, hold on. Another person wrote, quote: "I'm
Do
sorry.
it, bitch. Sorry, go ahead.
Is someone talking to me?"
No, not you. I'm saying you said another person wrote about him saying if he felt he'd have done it, he might have killed himself. Somebody, I'm sure, responded.
Anyway,
Do it, bitch.
so they're responding is, "I'm side-eyeing Alec. I'm not buying what he's selling." And a third bash, "I'm not the victim, but let's talk about me for an hour." It is kind of sad that you're gonna sit here. Somebody died on your set, and instead of talking and like trying to do in memoriam of this person, you're talking about you and
Oh,
how you
And
feel about it.
lamenting how his career.
Okay, let's just. All right. So let's say that. Well, I picked on Corey enough tonight. Let's say Brian drops dead tomorrow, and we have the wrestling podcast that we've got to do tomorrow
Oh,
night.
I expect y'all to talk so much shit about me.
Are we going to talk about the fact that he wouldn't control his diabetes, his blood pressure, his gout, or what? What are we going to make fun of for
Well,
Brian?
I think
How are
there's,
we
All of the
memorializing?
above.
hold on. I think there's a difference.
And other things, probably.
I think there's a big difference. If you like, I don't know, if you set up his mic and it electrocuted him and killed him, we might have a different story. Now, wouldn't we?
That'd be a hell of a interest. I bet Brian, pour water on the mic and see if we can get some ratings.
No,
Here.
no.
Did it work?
He's already poured beer on our equipment before and it didn't work.
I'm not allowed to spill things
Oh
on.
yeah, that's right. You're not.
He has to drink
Brian
out
has
of
to
50 cups
drink,
now.
drink with his thumb on.
Or just bear with me. Who has the life insurance policy on Corey, right? We can.
No. We have to wait.
Oh.
Somebody didn't.
Has to mature.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
He left his union.
I didn't leave the
Apparently.
The union left me.
You
Oh.
didn't pay them. That's why they left you.
No. Okay.
So
So
anyway.
pull a bullet note on that. We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll wait on that
So
one.
anyway, basically they're summarizing it as note to Hollywood. If you ever do a movie with Alec Baldwin and something goes wrong, he will throw you directly under the bus.
And he'll
You'll throw
shoot
your
you
dad
first.
And then drive the bus over
He
you.
will shoot you first, and then
Back
make it
up.
about him.
Back it up, drive it back over you.
and then act all traumatized.
I don't know what happened. This gun just took over and grabbed the bus and just drove it over this man. I tried to stop it, but it just pushed me out the way. And I didn't want to hurt my hands because I'm starring in this new movie coming up.
Okay,
I think the
so
worst part about this is he's an actor, and someone pointed this out. Is that he wants us to believe he didn't pull the trigger and the gun just misfired by itself. Okay, and so that's what the attorney is claiming. I mean, that is what they are saying, 100%.
but
And
here's
it
my,
says if Alec wasn't such a good actor, I'd believe every word. Is what someone said.
let me ask a question. Is it a flintlock? I mean, how does this? I don't know.
I don't know.
Western would post date flintlock.
Don't know.
Here's what it was. I figured it out.
It wasn't a gun. It was a blow dart.
No, it was a gun. The gun man went off by itself. But here's what happened. Since you were saying a while ago about, John F. Kennedy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe his trigger finger was possessed.
Oh, you think that he's possessed by Ted Cruz's daddy?
No,
Oswald.
the gun
Oswald.
itself is the one.
No,
That
Oswald, because,
he's dead too.
wrote to this Kennedy thing. Possessed his
Are we
trigger
gonna do a
finger.
seance tonight and get to the bottom of all this?
I don't think they know.
They ain't saying nothing. If they do, is what you getting at?
Dead men tell no
It's
tales.
classified.
What other news have we got?
Okay, so in some since it is the holiday season.
Oh God, Hope said the wrong words.
What?
I got to get the Fox News sound effects up right now.
What?
Did you hear what she said?
I did.
Holiday?
You did it again.
Holiday.
You are a evil succubus.
Holiday.
No.
Holiday.
No.
Holiday.
War. She's declared war.
It's the holiday season.
Go get some soap to put
And
Declared
war.
Declared war. I guess that's a holiday tree behind you.
I thought it was a disco.
It's a rave.
It's a rave tree. Oh, it's a rave tree.
There's this guy that I was
The
told.
LSD
There's this
special.
guy that comes to where I work, and apparently, like, he will go. Some places, they whenever they say bye, they happy holidays and stuff.
No.
Apparently, he will stand there and tell the people Merry Christmas until they tell them Merry Christmas back. When it's Happy Holidays, no, Merry Christmas,
Okay,
Merry
bye.
Christmas, Merry Christmas.
I just let him follow me into the bathroom and then call the cops.
Yeah,
For
know.
stalking me.
He can go in that bathroom. He might identify a transgender that day.
But he can't go into my stall.
You don't own that
And then
stall.
I will take
He
I will
pays taxes on that stall.
I will take the nastiest shit ever.
He'll lick it up.
He will.
Merry
He'll look
Christmas.
at you on Merry Christmas and just like lick the toilet bowl.
What? Okay, so given that it is the holiday season and
Christmas.
people are doing Christmas shopping as well as
Holiday
Hanukkah shopping and whatever other
Kwanzaa.
shopping that they're doing,
Is this a-
Festivus shopping.
Is this a Dow thing? Are you getting into that?
No,
Oh,
no, no.
okay.
Okay. For people who have really let's see, what is the best way to
Shit the bare pants.
no
Dry skin.
really
Chronic
shitty
diarrhea.
women in their lives who expect expensive bougie ass things. If you find
Goddamn it,
designer products, if you find
She's
design,
already decided she wants a Tiffany box for Christmas. That's it.
I got one in the basement.
So,
anyway,
to those listeners who don't get that joke, Corey's sister is dead in a box in the basement.
Her name is Sue.
Yes.
her ashes are in a box.
Yeah,
that,
that does come off completely
sounded
wrong.
bad. That sounded like we killed her and put her in a box in the basement. What it sounded
The
like.
FBI will be looking into it. Our 3 viewers are FBI people right now. They're like, oh, good God, what's going on
I
here?
heard you got a body in your basement.
I got
Maybe it's
2.
The only one-
Anyway, so the point to this is that if you find designer purses at a really cheap price, be leery because they're probably fake.
Who
No
cares?
fucking shit.
You don't know.
Wait, I could buy this Gucci bag for only $75?
That's what the Bahamas are for.
It's good
Well,
cash.
apparently they brought them into the U.S.
Why? What
And
what?
a bunch of them got seized by U.S. Customs, about 13,000, totaling about $30 million.
I know who's peddling these knockoff stuff.
It's government.
No.
Oh,
It's that damn raccoon red, and he does it to you in Animal Crossing. He'll sell you them fake paintings. He's probably selling these fake purse
Forgery. He's a master forger.
Yeah.
Are you saying he created a corporation?
Yes.
Now
Forge code.
out working it.
Forge
But
code.
see,
I like
you have to be very leery because you can go on eBay thinking you're buying just one that's just like used, when in all actuality you're just buying one that's fake. It might as well just be worth it's just a piece of shit. Yeah.
I mean, if you're not really paying that much for it, then who even cares?
But I mean,
If it's got the emblem, why do you
I mean,
care?
unless you go to people
Isn't
who
that
like,
oh,
oh,
okay. First of all,
Can
all
you
right.
tell the
As
difference
a
between
person,
regular and a knockoff?
okay. As a person who's been to the Bahamas to buy fake pocketbooks, okay.
that was sketch, by the way.
It was very sketchy. But
How
anyway,
many times you asked to be married there?
lots. I was very loved over there. Anyway, so my point to this is that when you're over there and you're buying these things, it's usually like 20, 30, 40 bucks for a purse. If I go on to Poshmark or eBay and I'm buying a used purse and I'm expecting it to be a Louis Vuitton purse, Louis Vuitton's expensive.
That should be, the fact that it's so cheap should be telling you.
But it should still, but no, because if I buy a used purse, it should be cheaper than a brand new purse.
It's buyer beware.
It is buyer beware. I'm not saying anything about.
But you're doing your part of bewaring the buyer.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You know, just because it says that it's a legitimate product on Poshmark or eBay, you know, just be leery because it's probably not.
It has to say it's legitimate. That's the first clue.
Well, I mean, that's
No, no,
they,
this is totally legitimate.
make
legit person.
they make a big deal about that
Welcome
kind of
back.
stuff. Oh, Poshmark, and there's like Thread Up and some other stuff like that. But anyway, so that was the point to that little
Spiel.
yeah. Just beware, you know.
You should be able to sue Poshmark for letting you get these things.
Well, I mean, technically you can send it back, or you can just, you know, hurt someone else's feelings and
Resell it.
Put it back on eBay.
or on
Super
Poshmark.
legit.
Yeah, it's like I bought those shoes on Poshmark the other day, and so you know,
E-commerce at work, baby.
I can just put them back up for sale. And I thought about it.
For twice the amount. And buy 2 pairs of shoes.
I'm going to take a break from the news for a second because I thought of a brilliant idea.
Okay. Hope has a brilliant idea.
It was on Amazon. It was on Amazon.
Wait. Do we need to be putting it on here?
Yeah, does it really need to go out over the...
They're already doing it, so it doesn't
okay.
matter.
Oh, okay.
But I just realized, like, we're stupid. We should have been capitalizing on this before anybody else is.
Counterfeit MAGA hats.
Well, they already have
Yeah,
those.
that's it. They're from China anyway, so
Yeah.
anyway.
Real MAGA hats.
They're real American
Maggot
made
hat.
MAGA.
Anyway, so I actually bought the boys a stocking for Christmas the other day.
Fish nets?
No,
The fishnet?
a Christmas stocking.
Fishnet stockings for my kids. That would be...
They would like it.
That's
So-
how I go to the pedophile island, okay?
Yeah.
You're already raping them little boys.
No,
No, no.
No one said anything about little boys.
No,
Why you gotta make
No.
it worse than it
we are
was?
not no, that has never happened, Corey. You recant that right fucking now.
Stand by your
Sure thing, Gov.
stand
Anyway.
by your statement.
John, you want fishnet stockings for presents? Is that what you want? Hope you gotta get John some fishnets. You want them in your size or Shogi's? What do you pick?
Both.
Let me know.
Matching pairs.
Let me know.
Matching pair.
Let me know what size I need to get. Anyway, so I went to Dollar Tree the other day and they had Batman stockings.
They're coming off.
They had the little Batman stocking for $1, and it's like a regular size stocking.
Fits your
And the
finger.
thing that irritates me about it,
Was it black instead of red then, I guess?
no,
Candy cane
it was
colors.
completely licensed. I mean, it's got DC on it and everything. But what irritated me about it was I wanted to get a girly one for Elena, and when I went to do that, they didn't have any of them. They'd already been sold out. And then I went on Amazon looking for a stocking for her, and they were all on there. And they wanted $8 for the same one that I went into Dollar Tree
Yeah,
and paid $1 for.
that's right.
And I'm like, why did we not do this?
So
So next Christmas,
Hope's going to go rob
I'm
them.
gonna go take $100 with me. I'm gonna buy up every damn stocking they got, and we're opening our Amazon
So
store.
I got no issue saying this now because I've already told Megan, but I was going to get her a PlayStation 5 for Christmas. And because of scalpers going out and buying the PlayStation 5,
Yep.
And the global chip shortage.
there's no such thing. Fake global
No.
chip shortage.
Taking
But
All them tankers in the
oh yeah,
California.
Biden's keeping them at bay.
all
But-
that
Lining it up.
But because they want $1,000 for a PlayStation 5, I was like, fuck that. That ain't happening. So
one of my friends at work was
I
able to
can get-
one Black Friday.
so what?
One of my friends at work was able to get one for Black
With
Friday.
the disc or the
He had the
digital
disc
only?
one. I think it
Okay.
was like, I mean, he wouldn't pay $1,000. It was just, I think it was like,
Even Walmart has jacked the price up to
Well, it
$1,000.
was Black Friday. It had it on sale for like what was it, $500?
$5.99,
Okay.
$6.99, something like that. But he had to get on like at a particular point in time and call this number and try to, you know.
For $1,000, I can build her a decent gaming rig. I mean, just to be honest, why in the world would I waste my
Yeah.
money?
The crazy
on
part about this is that this thing is not that new anymore. Why is it still so fucking expensive?
Corey says there's this fake
Supply
supply
and
chain
demand.
issue.
People want them because they can't get them. Well, look how the Switch was when the Switch first came out. You couldn't find them
It's
anywhere.
real hard to get.
It's it's
That's
hard
not
to
true.
find.
That is not true at all.
The light-
day it came
You
out,
can
I
find
walked
the
in.
light all day long.
Nobody knew that they existed, apparently, except
Oh,
for
that's
me
what
and
we-
you. No, that was the Switch. Nobody knew they existed except for me and Brian. Brian bought his and I bought mine. Same day. You remember that? And no problem. No problems at all. And then all of a sudden, pandemic happens. Everybody had to play Animal Crossing New Horizons. And every Switch in the world was gone.
I'm just sitting back playing Uncharted and Crash Bandicoot.
Is that what you're playing nowadays?
Yeah.
But you can Blake and everyone here knows, and I'm the type of person whenever a new game console comes out, I'll probably buy it. But I have not had any interest in the PS5 or the Xbox, whatever the heck.
Let
it
me-
is.
And
Let
that's
create.
the thing. What is the point of the PS5 when everything that's coming out on the PS5 is still available on the PS4 for the
Eventually,
most part?
it'll go away.
Hope
But
Narcor, you're going to give a fuck about this. But let me create interest for Brian. They're creating a brand new KOTOR
for what?
for the PlayStation 5 and only on the PlayStation 5.
Well, I'll buy the PlayStation 5.
Why would you buy the PlayStation 5 when you can build the gaming rig and play it on there? I mean, for the same fucking price. And hey, guess what? There's chips in those sons of bitches too, and they're readily available. They're anywhere you want them.
Hell, that's what people out here would be doing a lot lately. If you can't get any good like the chips, they buy brand new computers, take the chips out of them, and
Sell them chips,
yeah,
black market chips.
your black market chip.
It's all components from China anyway. What? Actually, no. Hold on. What was the? It was from Armageddon. Russian components, American components, all made in Taiwan.
Okay. Well, anyways, what we got else for the news?
We got good news.
Good news,
Matthew
everyone.
McConaughey is not running for Texas governor.
Well, you'll have that.
Which, the last thing we need is another person in entertainment
Well, I
deciding
was
to say,
going to run for governor, but I decided against it. I make those
Um,
movies too easy. They just pay me so much money to do the movies.
so
All right.
so instead, Lincoln decided to offer me some more money. I'm gonna drive around in these cars and look like a douchebag
That's
for
right.
a little while longer. Talk weird.
Do you ever feel aroused? I feel aroused while I'm driving my Lincoln. Yeah, my pecker gets so hard. It rubs against the steering wheel.
So apparently,
It's made of mahogany. Go ahead.
That's normal.
Oh, yeah.
Lincoln Town Car.
That's right.
in more slightly holiday news.
God damn it, Hope.
I'll try to censor it next time. So what now? And more what?
The property rental company Vacasa actually has a property that resembles the Grinch's cave, and you can actually rent.
Is it really up on Mount Crumpet?
Well, they call it Mount Crumpet. It does. I mean, it's not exactly.
Like which Grinch?
It looks like the Benedict Cumberbatch, not even the good one, which is
Benedict Cumberbatch was the Grinch.
Yes.
that new animated one they did like 2 years ago now, I guess.
What happened to the one that I watched as a kid? Was it Boris Karloff?
Boris Karloff, yeah.
Oh. What happened to
They
that?
still
It's
play
still
it.
there.
I got a
on Peacock.
question. Is it?
Yeah, it's
Well,
on
the
Peacock.
boys watched it the other night. That's right.
But I mean,
I
I-
heard how the Grinch.
Yeah, they did.
I
You're right.
still think that and Jim Carrey's is the best live action one that there is. Jim Carrey did a fantastic
There's
job.
more than one live action of it too.
Sure.
Yeah, didn't somebody else do one?
No, that may be the only one that's live action.
On ice.
I can't say that they didn't. I mean, they've done everything else on ice. Why the fuck not?
On Sunday at the Civic Center, the Grinch on ice.
But yes, this looks
Or a
exactly
big
like the
one.
one from the animated.
Mr. Grinch.
Suck.
So the kids were watching the live action Fairly Odd Parents Christmas special the other day with
I only saw,
pedophile
like,
pedophile Drake Bell.
No, there was another one besides Jim Carrey. What was his name? Austin Powers, dude.
No, he did the Cat in the Hat.
Yeah,
Was that the Cat in the Hat? Okay.
yeah.
If you're fat like us and you want a burger this weekend, you can go to Burger King and get 37-cent Whoppers. It's their 64th birthday. I don't know where they got 37 cents from. Oh, okay. This Saturday and Sunday,
The
it was
price
the
that we
original.
actually paid for
It was the original price when the Whopper first debuted. It was
So
37
you get
cents.
a pack of smokes and stuff with it too, like that?
No, it comes with a bottle of bourbon.
Cigarettes and you chase it down with malt liquor.
The American dream.
That's right.
Yeah,
Picket
so,
fence against your face. John says lack of available systems is demand for the damn thing. Talk about the PlayStation
I don't know
5.
why there is demand for the damn thing.
I don't understand it either. I do. I get it, because once upon a time, my bad, I was afraid of gaming on a PC because you can easily crash a game, and if you don't. I think that there's that stigma that is terrifying to certain people. It's not an easy thing for them to do.
Like,
You know?
like when we on the computers we had when we were growing up, they were terrible. You couldn't really think, like, not
Yeah.
good gaming stuff.
Ski free.
And
As I explained to somebody,
Solitaire was great.
I actually had to talk to a lady from George Washington University today, and she asked me about my I do not have attention about my background, and I said, once upon a time I was Cisco Network certified, but once upon a time that was completely useless here because up until about 2010 the internet still went when you started it up. So,
You had to get the crank out.
yeah.
Talking about
Model
like
T there.
gaming stuff. I can remember back Corey, like he used to play one of the Civilization games. I think it was Sim City. I think, and computer was so terrible that he had to have like the trees turned off and all that other kind of stuff down there.
Oh, SimCity Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any more news, though?
Yes, this is actually a little bit old. Well, it's actually way old. But it was updated a couple of days, about 13 days
get
ago.
back in the way back for this one.
And that is that they believe they have figured out who the Zodiac killer was.
I thought they'd already figured
I thought
that
it was me.
No, it was not you. You were not born then. It couldn't be you.
I was doing it from the womb.
Charles.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
It was that Gary Francis Post, who was one of the suspects at the time. They believe that they have narrowed it down.
Have they figured out who Jack the Ripper is yet?
His name was Jack.
Yeah. Last name Ripper.
And he was
Jack Ripley.
See, that
He started a Believe It or Not in Myrtle Beach.
No, hold on.
Murder beat?
Because that took place in England. So
Right.
it was Jack Le Rippier.
Oh, so he came from.
Oh, so he's a Frenchman.
Of course, he's
He
dirty
was.
and French.
Murdered up all the English hordes. That makes sense.
There has been a la murder.
So yeah, so they believe that they've now narrowed it down. However, the FBI has come out and said no, you haven't, and you're never gonna know it. So quit thinking about it. It's never gonna be closed. Get over yourself. You're not better than the FBI. That's what the FBI pretty much said.
Okay, Hope will have to do the Florida Man this week then. Okay. So whenever you get a chance. You got any more news you want to tell us, or you tapped out?
Yes, I think that's it. That's all I got.
So, anyways, it's been 3 weeks since we've.
Look at me. My head to the side said I'm angry.
What expensive equipment between you two? Somebody's flying right now.
I was sitting here thinking,
What can I throw?
it's $1,000 laptop on the TV.
Brand fucking new.
Just out the box.
Here I am gonna have to break this son of a bitch.
Day two.
You set me wide open for that one. Sorry.
So, Corey and me are excited, and Mr. Hope's excited. All of us at Fat, Bald, and White are going to be taking a trip.
Oh.
We're going to be going to watch the midgets wrestle down in East Denali, Georgia.
Woo! Big red.
That's right. On Monday night, we're going to go watch the midgets wrestle. It's what's it called? Micro wrestling.
Wrestling. That's what the league is called. I guess it's what it is.
Yeah. According to the interwebs, Hulk Hogan owns part of it. So.
Only a little part.
Yeah. Just a little bit. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, freaking
Probably not
wrestling.
a lot of fun. Just a
I
little-
have one
just a little
request.
Fun. What's that?
A small amount.
Okay. Well, technically, it kind of turns into two requests.
Oh, okay.
All right.
You think
You're
we get-
asking too much
Wait,
already.
do you think we can get
Stacks
tickets
of
for
money.
half off?
First, I don't
Only
want
if you're
I don't
ready.
want Derek to go.
Why not? You and Derek get a fight. You're gonna get in a fight with a midget.
No, I don't want to get in a fight with a midget. And then second of all, if he does go, no one is allowed to leave me alone with just Derek.
Hope and Derek.
I mean, it's good that I think they picked the perfect venue.
You know, we don't all have to go to this. We can just send Derek and hope to this thing by himself.
Yeah, that's what we should do. They can be
No.
our reporters.
It's not a big event venue.
So-
It'd be the perfect size for it.
It's true. It's a small venue.
Hornswoggle going to be there?
I
Maybe.
don't know. I don't know
I don't
any
know
of
any of these people.
yeah. Little
I'm
people.
surprised that they got that many together. And there not be a lollipop deal.
Maybe they'll sing it to us. They'll represent when they're there.
I would if I was a little person and I wrestled, I would totally come out with like a Oompa Loompa or like a lollipop.
If he was a little person. What is he? 5'4"? I mean, you know, you just beat the odds by like what, an inch?
Keep it up, buddy. I'll punch you in your shin.
Right in the shin.
Headbutt me in my balls. I'll pick the biggest fight anybody's ever picked with your knees. I promise. Swear to God, I'll take
You
you
don't
out.
call them ankle biters for nothing.
So, what else do we want to talk about? Because I said I did zero planning for the show. In 3
That's
weeks,
how much he likes y'all guys. He did no planning for this show because he's like, you know what? These people will listen to anything we say. I got them.
well, no,
hands.
that is not the reason that we did zero planning.
I'm the
reason-
mastermind here.
The reason we did zero planning is because every time we've planned in the past, Brian's had a LARP or something to do and bailed on us, or if somebody's been sick.
Not again until March.
Not again until March when Brian will bail on us again.
Too cold for room.
Do they not know about underclothing? Is that
No,
what the
they didn't have that.
Oh, okay.
It exists.
So is that really, you have to abide by what
No,
existed at
no.
that point?
No.
So Brian and Corey are working on a new program to bring to everybody. They're working. Your name sucks, which we're working
I
on.
just named that thing.
Yeah, we know it's working.
That
We're-
It
thing.
ain't working. It ain't
But
working
they're
for
going to
me,
be
brother.
doing a game of Dungeons and Dragons on their own channel. So if you're interested in that, keep paying attention, and we'll talk about that. We've called off the $100,000 giveaway, primarily because of the fact that the only person that could have got it's the man that gave us the $100,000 in the first place, because that's our only Patreon subscriber. So, and now he's part of the show. If you give to us on Patreon, you too can be part of the show. What do you got? You got something?
I think so.
All
So if
right.
I give it to us on Patreon, can I be like a bigger part of the show?
I mean, if you got fatter or something, maybe. I guess you could. So,
What if I
Gotta
like
grow
pad,
up.
what if I just come padded my clothing?
what if you shut up? All right, it is now that lovely time of the show where generally Derek or Corey would give us a Florida man story, but this
No,
week,
you cut that too short. Where Derek or Corey will give us Florida Man story, but we'll make fun of Corey's the whole time.
well, that's just the premise of the entire show, is to make fun of Corey the entire time. I don't get how you're confused by this.
All right, so let's see how I compare to Derek.
All right, so Hope
Okay.
is going to give us a
All right.
Florida man story.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it in your Derek voice.
The first
Channel your inner Derek.
the first question I have,
Found that redneck.
Come on.
the first question I have, does it involve a wizard,
No,
an alligator?
no.
Then this is going to be a great Florida man story.
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Does it involve breaking the law?
Yes.
Okay.
Breaking the law.
I'm gonna start with the headline, and then
All right.
I'll go into the story.
Is it by our
Did
favorite-
Peter write it?
No,
No, but
it is literally under the section of weird news
all right. Weird
Okay.
news.
of the Huffington Post.
All right.
Okay,
Well, probably fake news anyway. But go ahead.
it is. It's funny.
Yeah. Okay. I'm cool with that.
John Calazos, fake dentistry suspect, now accused of kissing patients' buttocks. A Florida man already accused of performing dentistry without a license now stands charged of kissing a woman's rear end while treating her toothache. John Calazos, who allegedly fitted a Hollywood apartment with dental equipment, was arrested last week in suspicion of additional quackery.
Is that a charge?
In Florida. The South Florida Sun Sentinel reported.
You're in trouble now. General Quackery.
DWQ. Right about quackery.
That's right. Go ahead.
Okay. A patient complained to police that Calazos, 47, got out of line during an appointment she scheduled for a toothache. According to NBC Miami, he allegedly administered a paste to soothe her. When that didn't work, the patient says he injected her buttocks to reduce the pain in her mouth and then planted his lips on her derriere and touched her genitalia, CBS Miami reported. And they got lots of sources
What
in
the
here.
hell?
2 months ago,
Who
Calazos...
goes to a dentist that fucks with your ass?
Wait, is that not normal?
No.
Who goes to a dentist in an apartment building? That should have been the first rating.
It's Florida.
The only one that took their
Dr. Nick.
They don't.
the only one that took their insurance. Mr. Host.
Hi, everybody.
Who's doing the medical billing?
I didn't have no insurance.
What do they do? Just look at it and go, oh, okay. And then just look it up and say, oh, it's supposed to be $50. Okay.
I
That's
could,
your copay.
it would have been better if it was done like at a, I don't know, a barn. Send them out back with the horse, kick them in the mouth, take care of the tooth problem. There you go.
So, 2 months ago, Calazos was arrested by police in nearby Dobby for allegedly practicing unlicensed dentistry in a warehouse. So he had a warehouse.
Oh, he's
and
got
he moved an
multiple.
apartment.
Yep.
He's expanding his business.
Okay.
Police said that Calazos directed his services towards immigrants, and in one case made a sexual advance on a woman who came to him as a patient. Police identified 4 alleged victims of Calazos' business. He's been charged with practicing dental hygiene without a license, which is only a misdemeanor. So,
Didn't we have a talk on here one time about another fake dentist?
Yeah.
Somebody?
I think it was him again because he got in trouble again for reopening his practice. He was now 52, and this was in 2017. And he reopened the practice and he got charged while he was on probation for the misdemeanor for running the fake dental office.
Now it's a felony.
Like, how many times are you gonna try this before?
I was meant to be it's that fucking elf. It's the goddamn elf from the Rudolph show.
No, what it is
Man, you know what? My tooth is kind of hurting me right now. Corey, come here and kiss my butt.
he laminated it. He laminated his
okay.
thing, so it's got to be real. It's got lamination on it. It's got to be real.
So there's our Florida man story for the week.
Florida man, Florida man.
So anyways, a little bit of piano interlude there.
It wasn't terrible. I did better than Corey does.
Yeah. Oh, now we'll do what we do usually on this show. Now it's the time of the show where we pick on Corey.
I thought that was any time of the show.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
There's a
Or
specific
after-
time that we were
Wait,
supposed
I have
to
an idea.
limit that.
All right, I have an idea. Bear with me on this.
All right.
What if, instead of us picking on Corey, Corey picks on us?
Try it. Let's see how it works.
Yeah, go for it.
No.
Why not?
Play your games.
Because it's 3 against 1.
I mean, look, we already played a game of keep Corey out of the room.
All right, so they want to talk about Muppet vaginas.
No, we didn't.
Yes.
We already talked about
Yeah,
it.
we
It's done.
discussed
There's
that.
nothing else to talk about.
Well,
There was something else to talk about. You wanted to say something on air earlier. Remember?
I even had I had music ready for that.
No, you should have done the Muppet version of Bohemian Rhapsody.
I got the Muppets doing Jungle Boogie.
I mean, you can do 12 Days of Christmas with the Muppets.
Is okay. All right, you done it more than 15 seconds. We're getting in trouble now. Can't call fair use no more.
We added to it.
Oh, okay. So,
I improvised.
so Christmas is coming up.
Since when?
Apparently,
The
every
holiday?
year. Yeah,
The holiday.
So Christmas is coming up, and apparently the world is
On
in
fire.
complete turmoil. If you watch
This
the news,
world is on fire.
no one's getting Christmas presents this year
That's
Because-
not true. I've done spent
because of the Joe
$500.
Biden that stole Christmas, according to the Fox News.
Maybe his heart will grow 3 sizes one day.
It's because they're upset because he invited Fran Drescher to the White House yesterday.
Why in the world would he invite Fran
It was
Drescher?
the first night of Hanukkah.
Oh, okay.
You couldn't find a better Jew.
Look,
Poor Seinfeld
Schumer
that when
was
you need
there.
him.
Adam Sandler?
Schumer was there. There's some
There's
Schumer.
plenty of Jews in the country. Why you gotta
Well,
go to her?
but she was just one of the many.
Bring me all the Jews.
That sounds like some Hitler shit there.
The Fox News would work.
Yeah, how come they're upset? What's the problem?
I don't know. I mean, I can't believe there were that many Jews in the White House. We haven't had that many Jews. That's why they're upset. That's why they hate Kamala Lala. Her husband's a Jew.
Inhofe. Yep, that's a
Yeah.
Jew name. One of their Jew names.
And they're just like, I ain't had that many Jews in the White House since I don't even know
The
when.
Rothschilds ran the world. So, you know,
But they weren't in there.
they puppet mastered.
But that doesn't count. That's okay.
Woodrow Wilson, they puppet
Pulling
mastered him.
strings from outside are okay. Fox News has
Oh,
proved that for
Oh,
years.
okay. That's fine.
It's
We
just
don't
when we
care.
actually have them in there, the whole house can crumble.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
No, they're
It's like
master
it-
builders.
no, no,
But
no,
the
it's
pyramids
like-
are still standing.
it's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. If a Jew steps foot in the White House and they don't step on the right stone, the whole place just falls apart.
Jehovah starts with an I.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I got something.
what?
What about this COVID getting apparently going to have more strands now than like weed?
Yeah, well, that's true. Apparently everybody's upset about the Omicron.
For CIA?
Sure. Variant.
My name is Lord. Ruler of the
Is that how they're gonna
Omicron.
get us? Is that how
Yes.
Finally, we figure out how they got
But
here.
on the plus side, we finally get to try poplars, which I hear they're delicious.
Apparently so. But so anyways, so we've got Omicron running around now.
I just went and got vaccinated today, my booster shot. So I'll be out
So
of commission tomorrow.
no, it won't be as bad as you think it is. Which one did you get?
Pfizer,
Pfizer.
that's what I had.
I don't know why, but Omicron also sounds like a terrible, like, failed Transformer name or something.
No, the way Biden, I saw they were making fun of the way Biden said it was Omicron.
Yeah.
That sounds like a transformer.
Well, and the thing is like it's so funny. All the people who are making fun of him, I heard them do it too, and then they did the same thing. Like it was oh God, the dude Jimmy Fallon was making fun of him, and then he said the same thing. He goes, "Well, I guess nobody can pronounce the effing word." So then that's
Jimmy Fallon does good to like get through a sketch without laughing.
yeah. Who does he think he is?
I don't know
Not
how
Carol
he made
Channing.
it through his Lay's commercial.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't see him laugh in his Lay's commercial. It's like the longest I've ever seen him go without laughing at.
that is
what
like
he
the
thinks is
longest
his own
fucking
funny.
commercial.
It is kind of long too.
It's like 3 minutes if you watch it in its entirety.
Well, what it was is he's not live on there, so they have probably cut a few times.
Oh,
Like,
so they cut it out.
cut, you're laughing, let's do it again.
Well, no, they probably just like played it and just edited it out. That's why it jumps around so much.
He's
They
got to
had to, like-
bounce around his laugh.
Yeah.
They had to get the onions out.
They cut the. They end up like cutting out like 3 hours of footage of him just laughing at himself. Like, ah, that's so funny.
It's the most.
I just ate a Lay's potato chip.
I don't. Can
Look
we
at
just
the
talk
way
about?
potato chips, they're kissing.
I know I'm fucking old and all. I
Yes,
get it.
you are.
Okay, but I don't get commercials today. Like it used to be when I seen a commercial, it was designed to make me want the product. And the best like that I can tell you now is that commercials are designed to make me want to punch the spokesperson. That's where I'm at today.
I'm worried
I don't
Oh.
like
about
the
my
QT.
health.
I don't
Oh.
like the QT.
Yes. I think my peacock is trying to tell me something.
Okay.
No, I'm worried about your mental health.
No, it's all. I
What
mean,
is the peacock tell you?
my peacock. My peacock has always played commercials for like medicine. Like all the time, I'm like, am I just an unhealthy person? Am I watching it so much? You think that I need to know about? Like, there's like a new, it'll be a I keep getting a lot of HIV. I know it'll
Oh,
end
thank
that.
God.
And then I get a lot of diabetes medications and asthma. And I guess, I mean, I
Well, it's
would
because
have.
Adam, they know that he takes, what is it, Singular? Something like that.
Do you get the penis mightier as well?
I get the Roman commercials. Yeah, I like all these commercials, and I'm just like, and Adam don't watch Peacock.
But he talks around the
Siri
listening
hears
device.
it. Yeah, Siri hears it.
Well, I'm actually wondering because I've been watching Frasier. I wonder if that's where some of that's coming from.
You're old.
Like Raw, like
You're
Raw. You got Roz running around like having sex with everybody. I mean, that's where that HIV thing's coming
You're
from.
now put into the old category of people because you watch Frasier.
That's fine.
The show from the
What-
1990s. You have
What
to be
what playthrough is this one for you on Frasier?
God, I
55,000.
don't even know. Well,
Can you quote every episode by heart yet?
I was telling Corey yesterday when we were eating lunch, because I was facing the opposite direction, but I had the television going in the background. And I told Corey, I said, the sad part is all I have to do is hear them, and I can just view it in my head. I've seen it so much. But I started watching it again because the other day, Blake and I had a conversation. I was just like, ugh, I'm so Niles in this relationship.
There's truth to that.
What, your two relationships?
Yeah.
Like,
She is totally a Niles-like character. She's even like weird about hygiene and stuff. Like I've seen her wipe a chair off when she goes to sit down on it.
it's usually nasty.
The only
Exactly
thing
what Tyler would say.
I'm surprised she doesn't have a hanky she walks around with at all times, ready to pull out and dust off whatever the hell it is.
All right,
I
here's the question.
have wet wipes in my
Oh,
purse.
okay.
Here's the question.
Disinfectant
Who's
wipes
watched
now.
what more? Mr. Hope with Frasier or Mr. Megan with Crying Hospital?
Oh, nobody can get anywhere near. Megan's watched Crying Hospital so many times.
I was actually talking to somebody about that today, and I said, I don't think she knows of another show. Every time I've been over there, that's all she's ever watching. She's either
I've seen
watching
her watch
that or
The
playing with
Walking
her
Dead
phone.
one time.
Oh, she will. She watches The Walking Dead.
I've never
and,
seen it. Fake news.
I've seen The Walking Dead.
I should
Oh,
watch
the-
House.
What's on, Megan? What's on? She said Grey's Anatomy for people who couldn't hear.
But no, generally she generally watches Grey's Anatomy.
Which means that her Christmas gift that I got her, she's gonna love.
Oh, okay. Hope got her a Grey's Anatomy box set. Is that what you did? No. But
You hired all the actors to come and recreate the entire show in her living
she
room.
paid for a cameo.
Them coming here to cry.
One day, if I ever have the money, I would do that just to see how she reacted.
No. We're gonna pay for I was thinking we're gonna pay for some cameos to plug the show. Like $50 a piece. One I was thinking about getting was like Jim Cornette.
Who's that?
He's
Wrestling,
a
yeah.
wrestling guy. Another one I was
Is
thinking
he
about
that
getting-
one that does that WW this week? Or this week WW?
I don't know what all he does a bunch of shit.
There's a show on Peacock called This Week.
No, he's not that guy.
Oh,
He does a bunch of shit. He's done and does a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but
You do a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah.
Quackery.
a lot of shit. Takes a lot of shit.
You better not step foot in Florida again. They're gonna arrest your ass for your
We
quackery.
crossed the state line. Woo! 7 o'clock phone. You're under arrest for quackery.
Wanted for quack.
Same reason why Corey's not allowed in Tennessee.
And that's when I just run up to
Set
like
the
a tree
state on
and rip
fire.
off, I run up to the tree and
I
rip off
was-
the thing and be like, it's rabbit season.
I was trying to talk Corey in to the other day. I told him, let's throw Smokey for a loop and join the volunteer fire service because they get retirement out of it now. And I was like, we do that.
And you
Yeah,
get a pension
yeah.
and life insurance.
I don't want him to know where I'm at.
Well, then you'd throw him for a loop.
No.
You'd be on the same side he's on.
You know,
He'll
He wouldn't know
I
what
was
to do.
halfway tempted when I was watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. There was a Smokey like balloon, and I was going to take a picture of it and send it to you and say he's looking for you, but I didn't.
What in the hell were you watching the Macy's
Because
thing?
it
I
was
watched
You were
it.
watching it.
My kids were watching
I watched it. You got a problem with it?
a bit.
Why?
Okay, for one, this was the
It's
issue
an
I had.
institution.
It was.
It's still an
No,
institution.
it's not.
No,
It
it
was.
is. You
And
know
the
what?
reason
I
they-
realized I'm old.
It's cause Willard Scott said.
Hell,
That's
I watched
true.
the
Willard
watched the
Scott
dog
did.
show afterwards too. Some of it.
But I mean, I realize I'm old because I'm sitting here and like me and Barbara are watching it while I'm making the sweet potato souffle for
I'm
Thanksgiving.
sorry. Barbara talked so.
No, actually, she was fine.
I enjoyed that with Barbara.
She was fine. She hadn't been
The
drinking.
only thing I did learn this Thanksgiving is that Yankee deviled eggs not that great. I
Don't
mean,
tell her that.
I know the ones with horseradish in it were fine.
It's because she doesn't use good mayonnaise. She
That's
uses
gotta
Hellmann's.
be. Yeah.
She uses Hellmann's. She don't use Dukes.
Yeah, if she knows you like something, she will give you a whole bag of them. You remember this?
Anyway, so we're sitting here and we're watching, and like this person comes on, and she goes, "Who is that?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know who the hell that is." And it's like, "Oh, this is the #1 album with blah 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 singing," and I'm just like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
Oh yeah, I had no idea. Any of these. Other than Nelly, I had no idea who any of these.
Apparently I missed that one.
Okay.
So there was some country singer on there, and I've seen them come on, and I was like,
I didn't know any of them. I
this
didn't
guy
know
looks like Billy Ray Cyrus, like a discount Billy Ray Cyrus, and he sings this song, and I noticed that I had an issue with it because nobody sang Christmas songs for the first hour, and I was like, okay, isn't the whole premise of this parade like it's supposed to be the kickoff of the Christmas season?
It's supposed to be, yeah.
And
you know,
here I'm having to listen to some crappy country artist sing his crappy country song.
he didn't.
Not
sing,
even
he was
as
lip
good.
singing.
Yeah, I know.
None of
That's
them
all.
did.
Yeah,
None of
they
them.
all lip sync.
Because it's so damn cold, you die.
I know. When I was watching it, I was watching the people who were doing like the dancing and stuff in
Right.
the streets and like the little skimpy clothes.
The
I'm like,
Rockettes.
man, they have to be cold.
The Rockettes.
I think they wear
Yeah.
like the thermal, thermal pantyhose type things or something like that.
Well, pantyhose surprisingly do hold in a little bit more heat than you might think. But apparently they do some things like they'll have like things where they can help them like warm up, like stay warm.
Something getting ready to collapse on us.
No, I hit the thing
Oh,
with my knee.
boom! Terrifying incident there. The whole damn table fell on us. Nothing we can do. It was just a bad day.
We had the technology. We can deal with.
Yeah. So, anyways, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to me, it was a disappointment for one. Willard Scott's no longer with us. But the thing that I really disliked about it the most is the fact that it seemed like, okay, it's the same thing I dislike about WWE, is where it could have been done in real life,
They're not really fighting.
we're putting CGI in now.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't like that.
I guess I really wasn't watching that close, mostly because of the fact that like I was actually like preparing dishes for dinner. So
Yeah, like there was this thing where they had a,
I just kind of had it. It was just one of those things that you just
if
play in the
there was like
background.
this thing that if this turkey made a field goal.
I didn't see that.
Did you see that?
I
This
saw-
turkey made a field
I
goal.
saw they CGI'd like Santa in the Santa sleigh, and then they CGI'd and what was the
I
other thing?
gave up before that.
There's
But
another one they CGI'd something where it's like these like things come and saved something and took it away with it. I can't remember what it was.
well, there was one that they had this turkey that kicked this football. If it made a field goal, they gave like $100,000 worth of. I don't know. I don't know what Macy's would give $100,000
Was it
worth
was
of
it
to somebody.
CGI? Did it make the field goal?
Yes, it made the field goal
Okay.
with the CGI.
Oh, Lord help.
And no, I'm sitting there like,
I was
why?
like, that's some loaded dice.
Yeah, it's if you're just gonna give $100,000 away, you don't have to have
Like,
a fucking turkey.
I mean,
come
come
out.
on, that's like letting Brian play Yahtzee electronically.
What, is he cheat?
Yeah.
Apparently,
no.
apparently the dice gods love me in Yahtzee.
No.
He's terrible at it, but the dice don't care.
Oh, okay.
Nobody told the dice.
Yeah, I cheat at Yahtzee very as much as Corey cheats at chess. So
Oh.
Corey
Does
does
Corey
cheat.
cheat at chess?
Yes, he's a big fat cheater at chess. He desk on my bed,
Makeup on the desk.
and I threatened to solder his asshole shut so he
Who
never
in
had
the
sex
fuck?
again.
No, who in the fuck goes on vacation and says, "Oh, I need a desk"? Only Corey Hyde.
It wasn't going to be a problem until they gave us paperwork. We
You
to
had
fill out.
one thing you had to fucking fill out. You could have put it on a book and wrote on it. There were books aplenty. You
All
spent
you
more
had to
time
do
in the
was-
goddamn library than anywhere.
They spent time in the library drinking.
Yeah, that's what the
Or
cheating
getting,
at chess.
or getting his ass beat at Yahtzee.
Or cheating at hope at chess.
Oh yeah, this is the move you could totally do.
Well, I'm only finding out now.
It legitly is a move you could do. I will say that. So.
It was
After he does it. Well, you told me I couldn't do it.
It was legitimate.
Only for me. It's only a legit move if I do it. Doesn't
Well,
work
because
for
that
you.
was the thing. I didn't do it. There was one time where I could have done it and won, and I didn't do it because I didn't think we were allowed to do it. And then when all of a sudden it presents itself for him because he's teaching me how to play.
Yeah.
Terrible teacher.
It's like, oh yeah, by the way, bam, I win. I'm like, the fuck you say? Like, Carnival Cruise better be happy that I didn't like slam that chessboard
Over
across
Corey's
Corey's face.
Or throwing him overboard. You know what? Cheat at fish with cheat with the fish.
Cheat with the fish. Cheat with the fishes, motherfucker.
Wham.
Yeah, well, speaking of wham, it's their time of year. Again,
They created a new band
did they?
called Wham. It took out the H
You're lying.
and the exclamation point.
You're lying.
There's a movie that just came out in November. Okay? It's
Mhm.
on Peacock.
Hope, apparently Hope's getting paid by Peacock.
Why ain't we getting some of this NBC
I don't
money?
know.
Because they reached out to me. I'm the most credible source on the show.
We're being looked at by Fox Nation. Brian's gonna go to a protest against black people sometime and
I
shoot
lost-
it up.
Yeah,
and claim
I lost-
self-defense, and we'll be hired.
I
on
lost
there.
credibility with Fox Nation when I started making fun of poor Peter.
Oh, okay.
And I keep bringing him up and making fun of him.
Yeah, we're gonna send Brian to a parade with an AR-15, and Fox will love him.
No, let's not.
That's how we get over. What we're gonna do to get over. Brian's gonna go shoot him up. He's gonna claim the marching band threatened his life. They all had horns. They could beat me to death with them.
They tooted at me.
I didn't like-
menacing.
I didn't like the tone of that too.
They made a menacing sound at me.
They tooted at me, so I shooted at them. Shooting them too.
Judge,
He's only
Judge,
going to shoot at black people in it, though.
Your Honor, this is
Somebody
what
that
happened.
Fox loves us. They'll be all over us. They'll be hiring us.
Well,
on.
I even got my case right here. Your Honor, this is what happened. You've heard of the brown noise, correct? That noise that makes it so that makes you poop yourself. Well, I have the trigger noise. There's just one certain frequency. If I hear it, I just have to shoot every black people I see. And there it is.
I would actually say instead of the horns, it would be the percussion instruments. I mean, they do have those batons that they can just like, it's like, oh my God, they're already beating something. They can just come over
They're
and hit
coming
me.
at me menacingly
It's
with sticks.
It's the symbols. You can frisbee those things, cut somebody's head right off.
I've seen Liu Kang work one of those, or Kung Lao, that's what it was, Kung Lao. I know the danger such things pose. I've seen it firsthand, baby.
When that guy in that James Bond movie got his head chopped
Oh
off with
yeah,
that hat.
yeah. It's always Asian
Same-
people that throw the hat, though, isn't it?
Well, there's Asian people that play marching bands. I mean,
So you're gonna shoot up the Asian people? Is that what it is?
no. They'll
They never
just
make
catch
it
the bullet
to
and throw it back at me.
He can't. His favorite food is Asian, and they
Yeah.
never allow me to do it.
Right now.
They don't ever. You think Asians and marching bands make it to the parade? No, they get stuck in traffic and in a wreck before they get there. They have to.
I think I figured out we need to quit making fun of the Asians, okay?
Oh,
Yeah, because we need to
oh yeah, I
try
forgot
to.
Hope's complimentary Korean.
No, hold on. I'm their Asian ambassador.
Yeah, Hope's honorary.
Anyway, but no, the reason why we need to be nicer to Asians is because we need to find Brian a girlfriend, and I think the
Who loved
best.
him a long time.
Yeah, I think the best way to
Kind of
do
like
that.
we'll just do what the dude down in Maysville did and order one.
Well, you don't even have to do that. There's lots of them that are into that manga
Do I have to-
crap and LARPing and
Yes, you'll
cosplay
have to
and
bathe.
Yeah, a rebuttal here. So you said that you
you're like comic book guy.
like
from
mail
Simpsons.
order bride thing.
Yeah.
Now, can I get like a knockoff one from like the thing we were talking about earlier, or they,
It looks like that woman at the Chinese restaurant we go to. You buy the knockoff one.
Well,
Water with cereal box tops.
What we'll call it, box stop.
You want that, Ed Rowe?
what? What I wrote? Yes.
Does she cook that well? If she cooks that well, sure, we'll take her, right?
What'd you say? I have no idea. I just say yes to her and smile when she brings me food.
There's a.
Brian doesn't want a wife. He wants to live in a Chinese restaurant.
Oh gosh. No, not
No.
a Chinese restaurant.
Curry shop.
Japanese style restaurant.
I don't know. I think I would just want to live in like
Pineapple under the sea.
No, I want to find a place where there's like a strip mall. Okay.
Strip
It's
club,
got-
alright.
No, I said strip mall. Hear me
A
out.
mall where they all.
And
Oh,
there'll
okay.
be a Super 8 Smart there. There'll be a Korean barbecue place there, a Chinese food place there, and a Japanese hibachi place.
It's called the.
I'm moving in with
It's
you.
called Duluth.
Yeah, but I gotta find that right strip mall though. I mean, that's not every strip mall.
Yes, it is. It's virtually everywhere in Duluth.
It's
we were-
Super 8 Smarts. Take your pick.
The other day we went to
There's the Korean version and the other one.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly I don't hang out there as much as I used to.
the other day I go to Swanee and I realized that when the damn road signs converted over to Korean, I had an issue. I was like, I think we've crossed the border here. I'm not sure how this works.
That's a hell of a border. What is that, a portal?
I don't know what happened.
I don't know how to read
Portal
the
Suddenly
same.
there were people in
Corey, did I
brown
black
jackets
out and
and
just
brown
drop those?
hats walking around with guns on their shoulders.
Corey, did I just like the damn out and
Scary
cross the
march.
ocean in the car or something here?
Got no clue what happened.
That's a flying DeLorean.
You don't know how to speak Smith signs.
No, I do not know how to speak percent signs. Seriously though, the road signs that now are put into it too, and I was like, what the fuck happened here? When did we become Quebec?
Little China.
Apparently.
That's why they had to like
Little
change
field.
the direction of the road.
Do you think that they were trying their best to?
That's what
prevent
they
more
got that
wrecks?
weird, crazy
Yeah, because
crossover.
otherwise you have they've had so many wrecks there. You're like, oh no, I turned out.
What are they called? The diverging diamonds intersection. Yeah,
And most of them in that area now do that.
they scare me. I mean, they flow very well, but they just
It's actually really smart. I like it.
yeah.
So there's more roundabouts down in that area.
I like
now
roundabouts.
than
Roundabouts
there
work
ever
very
has
well.
been. And
They're excellent for leaving traffic.
Oh, let me give y'all a heads up on the Homer Accord.
no,
You're gonna want to stay out of Homer.
tomorrow.
Well, no, they're gonna
Just in
pretty
general.
soon. They're gonna start the roundabout project.
God, I can't wait till I get that done.
They need to.
Why can't they just put up another red light?
I don't know.
I mean, what is so wrong?
Retardism.
I mean, like, and they don't even like advertise it. Like, oh, we're the town with one red light. I mean, if that's what you want to capitalize on it.
Ain't they live down the road?
They have one red light.
Yeah, it's on the 4 lane.
You ever drive down the road and say, man, there's too many red lights here? Well, come to Homer.
Yeah.
We
There's
have
no red light.
one.
You have one red light. It never works.
No, it works. It works.
I don't count that part.
What?
I don't count that part.
That's still Homer.
Yes, it is very much Homer.
That's the part you want to be on.
What? Over there?
Yeah, the 4 lane, so you can go right by it real fast.
But it doesn't matter. My point is there's one red light in Homer. And if you're not going to capitalize on the fact you only have one damn red light, why not just put up another one? Hell, they have speed cameras every damn place you turn.
Yeah. They've gone that route now.
Take pictures of you, front and back.
That's why they don't put up a lot of more red lights, because red lights will slow you down periodically. You speed traps, so they get you when you only got that one light.
Well, that's the thing is they don't set up a speed trap like they should, a proper one. Like down in Nicholson, where they set up a good speed trap, they'd go from 65 to 45 in a matter of 28.
You know what? You know what cracks me up is that, like, if you're on 441 there, okay, and like there's the middle school right there, and there's the little photo enforcement thing. Okay, but
Right.
further up, there's another photo enforcement thing, but there's no school there.
But they may be one day.
No, no,
They might
there's
build one
never
day.
been a school there.
They might.
That was a bank. Now it's the Board of Education,
that's-
but that's not a school.
No, it is.
But-
No, it's not.
Yes.
But
No.
Hope,
No.
What if it was a school?
No,
You
it's
don't
not.
understand, Hope. In Homer, it's not that it's the Board of Education. It's not an elected place. It's where boards go to get educated. Like literally pieces of wood, and they're in there teaching them. That,
How to be
and this is how you be a house.
Add nails.
They're
I mean, that's like, okay,
gonna take you and crucify you to another piece.
but I think the thing is that for most of the people who live in Banks County who have money, that's where they work, is at that Board of Education.
Yes. Anyone.
They had a little office. They had to get a big office so they could hire more people in the county.
So in case you're not aware, we're talking about the most culturally diverse place in the world. They've got like, yeah, are educated. They've got like what, 3 black folk, and they all are like star football players. they got on the team because of skin color. Right or
I
wrong.
love how they
That's
live.
because they had to run.
They live on the road. Like, there's 2 roads in Homer, and they both are very much black roads,
Yes.
and they're named after black people,
Yes.
and it's very obvious black names, like Brown Street.
Brown Street. They don't have a Martin Luther King down there.
They have a Mayfield Road.
They ain't got no Martin Luther King down there.
They ain't gonna have no Martin Luther King down there. They
The
don't.
streets
They
aren't
don't
broad
get.
enough for-
They don't get Aunt Jemima Boulevard.
That road gets shot.
Yeah, they have different dreams down there.
Well, that's the thing, though. My point is this place, this
Every
Non-culturally-
black person that had a dream in Homer got the hell out.
yeah, this non-culturally diverse place now that has 3,000 households, just added 1,000 households, which will be culturally diverse. They're in for a shell shock in the next 20 years because, I mean, they added 1,000 households, stacked up 5 tall.
Looks like they hated that on that attorney whenever he brought in his Asian wife.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, she don't
So-
fit in there. No one can understand what she says, and that's they made a big deal about it. We don't like her because we don't know what she's saying. We'll clean
Maybe she
up
don't
her
like-
ears.
Maybe she don't like what you say.
Yeah,
She don't
this is
understand what you're
America. You need to speak American.
Well, work on that. Figure out a language.
They don't speak American. They speak dumb redneck.
saying. Gobbledygook.
I've got no
That's
issue. I've got no
Or-
issue with the speaking of redneck. I have issues with people that just speak gibberish.
Boomhauer in it.
Yes, that's the thing. Like, I understand redneck. I'm fluent in the language. But when you get to a certain level, it's like they just gave up on trying to enunciate anything. It's like someone stole their dentures and their tongue at the same time, and they're trying to speak.
Nailed them to a tree.
Everyone there talks like they've got gravel in their mouth.
Yes.
How can we make
Pop rock.
How can we ask
They're all talking with pop rocks in their mouth.
Is that why they hold their mouths open when they drive? They just, everyone holds
They're all
mouth
descended-
wide open.
They're all descended from the same fish.
See what it is? They're like, all right.
I ain't related to no damn
That
fish.
damn one that crawled up on the land. They should have slapped it
Well,
back
it
in
is.
the water.
In this Board of Education that they got a class in there too to teach you how to speak. And they're sitting there trying to think, all right, so how are you doing today? How can we say this? And just like
But here,
at
take
least mental effort.
now take a
Yeah.
handful of these
Oh, I
pebbles.
get it. No, we're wrong.
What?
No, it's Brian's almost onto it, but Corey hit it dead on. What it is they know that the boards are going to be spoke to by miter saws and circular saws, so they speak circular saws.
It's gotta be full of chainsaw, belt grinder,
A little bit of hacksaw.
sanders.
It's not stump grinder in Banks County, Corey.
Can
You
I-
know it. It's stump grind.
Can I say, I have to say this, you know, us having been from Stevens County pretty much all our lives, and pretty
Right.
much lived in Stevens County most of our lives.
Right.
And being some of the smartest people too. together.
I look. I don't know that. The freaking Hubble dude came from here.
I said some.
Okay.
Anyway,
Say all.
but my point to this is, and you know, and we all graduate. I mean, some of us that doesn't say much, but most of us graduate. I mean, we all graduated from Stevens County High School.
Did we?
Did you?
Yeah, Brian's
I mean, I
mom
remember
did it for
watching
him.
you cross the thing, unless they just did that to make you feel
Yeah,
good.
they gave him,
I was pity pat.
they gave him a piece of paper that said, "Congratulations, you walked."
Bless your heart.
He only learned it last week.
He'll never learn how to fucking write.
Anyway, I had somebody tell me the other day. I said, "Oh, so why don't you move to Stevens County?" And they're like, "Well, Stevens County is just terrible."
I mean, well, they're wrong.
No, hold on.
The
They're
hospital.
from Banks
You
County.
got that mixed up.
This was
The
somebody.
hospital's
No,
terrible.
hold on. This was somebody from Banks County, and I was like, and I said, "Well, when's the last person from Banks County that graduated from Banks County High School that you know that graduated from law school or went to be a doctor?
There are some.
How many?"
I don't know.
Someone's got a big
Well,
head
they
about
sure as
themselves,
heck
you know?
don't
Yeah,
stay in their
yeah.
county. They leave.
Well, of course they do. There's like 3,000 households there.
But
to
I'm
make
just
money
saying,
off of.
Stevens County High School should, like, I don't know, throw us a parade.
No, they can't do that.
Why?
Because you didn't Shanghai I don't know.
Football team.
No, because
Tell me.
she didn't Shanghai something like, I don't know, the Development Authority or something like that. She's the less important Brittany Wilkinson. That's who she is.
But I'm the most educated Brittany Wilkinson.
That's wrong.
You don't know. You know how many times the other one took classes. She could have had to repeat.
Just because she had to repeat
That's mean of
How
her.
many
Can I say,
how many
our
times
father-
have you planned to save a business? None?
So Hope and our father had a great fight.
Are y'all
well,
still feuding?
hold on. So our father had to tell me last. So apparently, I guess he had to. This was his way of, I guess, apologizing to me last night without actually apologizing. He said, "So, you know, you learned your lesson yet, you missing?" No, it had nothing to do with that. It was trying to stroke my ego is what it was. That's what he would want.
Yeah, you've had to put me down in the process.
No, no. He said, "Yeah, so, you know, I was sitting there talking about, I saw Ben this thing that, you know, I don't even know if it's legal." And I'm just like, "Oh, okay, you know, whatever." And he's like, "So I had to call the sheriff about it. And I was talking to the sheriff about you." And I was like,
When does our sheriff know anything?
I mean, our sheriff's not a bad guy, but you know, he's not. He's not a bad guy. He's actually a really nice person.
"The system's fucked up."
But the system in its entirety.
I will
mean, he
admit our
has to-
sheriff is actually a friendly, nice person. But
There's nothing he can do. His freaking hands are tied. The DA's a fucking dickhead. Okay? And then you've got the entire county commission full of dickheads. So, I mean,
That's a funny way to say crook.
okay.
And then that's the thing. I mean, that they kind of control who gets hired in, as,
Yeah.
like who's underneath him. He's just elected.
Yeah.
He's just a figurehead at the top of a bunch of like chickens with their heads cut
Now,
off.
he can put people into the positions of leadership, but you apply to go to work with the sheriff's department or the jail, it's a county application. It's not.
Yeah, so you have to be approved by the county. So if you've got a bunch of fucktards, you have to choose the best fucktard to be
Right.
put in the leadership position.
Correct. Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Go ahead, though.
So-
We'll know what was legal or what not legal.
I have something about that, some logging question.
Okay,
Yeah.
so talk to the sheriff about you.
Yeah, he's just like, "Oh yeah, I talked to the sheriff about you." I was sitting there like, "Yeah, she's gonna be an attorney here soon, and I'm gonna have all free legal representation that I want." Blah 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 blah. I was just
I
like,
hope I drop a truth bomb on him and start a new fight.
"No, I didn't." I'm just like, "I'll just let him live that life for now." For
You'll
now.
have to, or we'll lose our fortune, $10,000 at a DUI at a time.
And whoever else he decides he wants to bail, that's the worst part about it. He'll be like, "Well, I got a buddy over here that needs help. You'll have to help them for free too." Like, no, that's not how that works.
You know, in my life, I was told if I got in trouble when I went out and got in jail, that I should expect to stay there until my court date. That's what I was told by my parents every time I went out. And now that they're grown up, allegedly, I got free legal representation for all the dumb shit I can do. I'll go get every Mexican I meet out of jail. That's really where we're at with him.
Hey, Mr. Hope, I punched the cop in the face. Can you get me off the spot?
And then on top, our mother runs a fucking halfway house.
I mean, you know.
She's always got a new transient. I don't know. I don't understand it. But the worst part is they're all South Carolina residents.
Right.
There ain't nothing I can do about them. Go back home. Do like that. What he said that cop did. Drop them off. They're homeless. He said, okay, I'm gonna say what he said. So if anyone's listening, he said this. I'm not saying it. Okay. He said he saw a cop, a sheriff's deputy from another county, not Stevens County, drive into Stevens County and throw a homeless man out of his car out there at the church. Which I was like, that is a shithole.
Legit throw him out.
That is, I don't know that those were his words, okay? And I'm sitting here thinking, like, that is the shittiest thing I've ever heard. You're in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's cold. There's nowhere for you to fucking go. You're gonna fight coyotes, wolves,
When you're
bears,
the homeless person,
panthers. This fucking sucks.
you're the homeless person that gets released from prison, and they just throw you out like that. Do you at least get to pick the direction that you
I
go
don't know.
to drop you off outside the county? Or
Obviously not.
This sounds like something we're gonna have to ask.
What does this sound like a terrible but awesome show?
Larry
Larry,
needs to know.
Larry probably knows the answer to that.
it might have been Larry.
It might have been. I don't know.
Nobody's seen him in a minute.
But yeah, so he calls me. He's like, I saw the damnedest thing. I was like, well, what'd you see? He said, well, I had to call the sheriff about it. I was like, well, was it him who did it? No, it wasn't him. It's from another county. Not going to name the county.
Banks County is what you
No.
No.
It wasn't, because right there you're kind of at the line. This was something that there's not a line there. So they drove way out of their county.
Jackson County.
I could see Jackson County.
Yeah.
Well, no, Franklin County's right there too.
Yeah.
Maybe Florida just got tired of like Florida man. So
Yeah,
they
they're exporting.
It's Miami-Dade.
It's a county that doesn't have a whole lot of a homeless population.
Well, that's
Athens, Clark County. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Like, oh, there's this guy sitting on the side of the street up here near the copper pot.
Pick him up, throw him out.
Find a place somewhere far, far away.
Well, you remember that episode of South Park? To control the homeless population, you just take them somewhere else.
Put him back in time.
I guess that guy must have watched that.
That's what Atlanta did.
Atlanta, it's true.
Get out!
So what we do, here's how we fix this problem. We need to gather up a bunch of loose change, okay? If we really want to mess with them, go to Clarksville, dump it out in the middle of the square. See what
Thought they'd get away with their wishing fountain.
Change, change.
They'd get away with their
Hey,
little
we just-
fountain so nobody
We
could
need
go
to
dive
record
in the
this
chamber
because it could be like Bum Fights 2021 or
It would be great. I think that's something we should do.
Bum
Start
fight?
promoting
just-
bum fights.
Not just free change. You gotta have hot soup too.
The wind. What are you gonna pour it on each other?
Yeah.
Ah!
I
No.
wasn't sure before, but then you said it, yes.
No.
Well, how about this? You know, we take this whole like we build them a house. The winner gets a house.
Death match for the house.
Yeah. There can only be one homeless. The homeless to survive get their very own home.
And they won't be homeless no more than
We're
that.
the land sitter.
Landowner. This is the shit.
Hey, I think that's the show. I think we've descended into madness too much.
We need to talk to the OAE people. They'll greenlight this thing.
Do you want me to talk about the fight that we had? The reason why I had the
No, I mean,
I wanna hear it.
Nobody cares about our dead end. I mean, who's listening?
What?
To be honest.
No, that.
No, I'm just saying, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about our
unblock
estate.
it.
Yeah, but I think they want to know. I think they want to know about.
We set up our viewers to hear it. We can't take it away.
No, there's no point because I mean, it's
But
pointless.
what I think is funny about it is that our father is like getting so like drunk and angry about it. I
Yeah.
think he must be Irish. 'Cause he's like getting drunk and angry and like literally wanting to fist fight us because we don't like
Yeah, he was-
100% agree with what he's
Yeah, he
saying.
was ready to throw down with me, and I'm like, look, dude.
And he like comes to Adam and he was like, yeah, this is the way it's gonna be, blah blah blah. Even if there is a will, we're gonna tear it up. And it's like, what? No. Adam's like, get out of my face, old man.
I don't. It goes back to, it's like I was explaining the other day to our mother, that her generation is so self-absorbed that they only care about themselves. And for years, her generation has preached about abortion rights, okay? Which I'm surprised Hope didn't talk about in the news, which is sort of under fire right now. Working on it. But still, they've talked about abortion rights, about how all life is precious. Oh, all life is just so precious.
I
so
have
precious.
that goes back to that legal talk,
Oh, okay.
because I do kind of have problems with Roe v. Wade.
Okay.
But-
That's fine. But my point
Opinions they do.
is, that generation, how many times did you hear all life's precious? All
Everyone's
life.
special.
It's priceless.
Well,
Unless it's
They don't
homeless,
want this baby,
unless
they can
it's
have
homeless
it
and
give
sitting
somebody
in front of my
who would
copper
love it.
pot.
But now suddenly these people who they've been told that all life is priceless, you can't put a dollar value on life. They want $15 an hour, and you're like, no, your life's not worth $15 an hour.
And then,
1 hour. of
No,
your life,
they were right. It's priceless. It's not worth $50.
that's
Yeah.
worthless, not
Yeah.
priceless.
You can't put a price on it. Zero.
What you're talking about is called worthless, Corey, not priceless.
I
They're
can't
also
help
the
it, they got
same.
their words
These
wrong.
are also the same type of people who was like, yeah, all life is precious, this and that, unless your skin color is not white.
I'm trying to. There was a song they used to make us sing when I went to church. Something like, "Jesus loves the little children, except for this one, those two over there, red and
Right.
yellow, black." Yeah,
Right.
right. It only matters
Right.
if they white.
They
Jesus
did
loves
not
the
sing
little
that.
children, just not those.
I remember that song.
They did not sing that.
Might as well.
I mean, basically yes, but they didn't actually sing that.
And then we all yelled "Hell Hitler," right?
No.
Ohio.
After shooting our guns.
Only when we were at
I don't. What
Creek of
fucking
Fate.
church did y'all go to?
the creek of fate where the guns go off.
Into the pastor's son-in-law that it was in his pocket. He was scratching his balls with it.
Maybe it was in Magic Guns too.
Damn, I done blew my dick off.
This guy was made my Democrat. Blew my Republican
Do you
nuts
think
off.
that if you worked for Smith and Wesson, do you think that's a question they ask you? Voter registration.
Yes.
All right, question number 1: how do you vote? Oh, I haven't really picked a side. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you're out.
Just
Get
fishing this midfield.
We'll call it.
Get out, commie.
Then you
What
have
would
the,
it matter? Worst case scenario, they send out a shoddy product.
and you
And
got
guess
the
what?
dude,
Then you gotta buy this.
you get the dude come in there with a big ass, 45 tattooed on his forehead. And they're like, "You're hired."
You're the man.
No, you gotta have the guns on the neck.
Goes in the neck and a 45 on, and you're hired.
Trump rules.
It goes back to
Indeed.
Brian
You know he's a convicted felon, right? He's hired. He's got this job. He's promoted to manager.
He knows all about gun smuggling.
Brian sent me a meme earlier today.
Thought
And
you'd like that.
It was you remember the Man Ray and Patrick having the
Yes.
conversation? And it's the guy, Man Ray's wearing a Trump hat. And he goes, "You voted for Biden." And Patrick goes, "Yep." And it goes, "You must worship Biden like I worship Trump." And it goes, "Nope, I just didn't like Trump."
I was like, "No, I actually really don't like it." He goes,
Yeah.
So you get offended though when we make fun of him. It's like,
No.
nope. And he goes,
Let's go,
I
Brandon.
just voted for him to get Trump out of office.
If they're
Well, that's
funny
still-
jokes, I'll laugh at
Yeah,
them too.
sure. I mean,
I love a good Joe Biden meme.
I've always liked Joe Biden memes.
Joe Biden memes
hair.
are not as funny as Bernie Sanders memes. Those things are funny.
I don't know.
The old Joe Biden memes were hilarious.
I don't remember them though.
Right after they left office.
Well, the ones where he's like sniffing the hair and like eating the ice cream.
Those were pretty funny.
And Bernie, the best you get is the crossed.
Him with the gloves.
No, the one where he's in the chair that sneaks up on Trump on the stage at the airport.
Yes. You know, we are lucky that we did not get that as president. a Bernie. Could you imagine Bernie Sanders as president. Those would be the most angry news conferences you've ever heard.
That'd be great.
I don't want to talk about it right now. We will talk about it later. You'll shut your mouth, Fox News.
I'm kind of okay with that.
CNN, I will not speak to you until you fire Chris Cuomo because he talked to Andrew Cuomo.
They were gonna do it anyway.
So, I'm surprised that that's not like some outrage. I just don't get why in the world.
Nobody likes
I like Chris Cuomo.
it anymore.
I still like Chris
Man.
Cuomo.
Get over it.
Chris Cuomo, if you need a job, OAE will hire
We
you.
need a real newsman.
Yeah, we'll hire you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I will happily step down. You can read all the damn news you want.
That's right.
Four-man story,
We'll have-
whatever.
We'll have Chris Cuomo News Hour.
That's right. We'll change the name of the show, The Fat Bald and Cuomo. Right here, right now, we'll do the change. If you decide that you're going to,
You need a job.
yeah, you want to do it. I mean, we work on
You don't even have to move to Georgia.
yeah, you just stay where you're at. We'll be more than happy.
Now, we can't pay you much.
No. Whatever you can bring in, we can give you half of.
We can give you exposure.
Yeah. I mean, one person at a time.
You can have one of my egg rolls.
Yeah, we'll give you an egg roll.
Well, you have to move here for
You're
that.
gonna be homeless soon anyway. Can't live in the governor's mansion with your brother. He got kicked out of it.
No, we're going to let you continue talking to your brother. We don't care.
Yeah. You can bring him on.
Yeah, hell, I would love to talk to him.
Ask him questions about finger banging young women at weddings or something.
I mean, Mr. Hope's got to learn pointers.
Yeah, Hope needs to know what
She
she's
don't
doing.
need pointers. She's got to go rape those boys.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot to talk about. He rapes the girls. He rapes the boys. You know.
Men. Get it right.
No.
Hope's not a member of NAMBLA.
I'm not going to pedophile island.
No. It's Stephen, that's the only like that Bernie meme right here behind you right now.
So Stacey Abrams is running for governor.
Think she'll win?
Who knows? I mean, looks like right now the Republican Party is geared up to tear themselves to shreds.
Mhm.
Right for the throat.
So I mean, I assume that she stands a pretty good chance.
Because doesn't Trump hate Kemp now?
Yeah, Trump hates Kemp because
So it's bad for Kemp.
Kemp,
Yes.
stuck with the law and didn't break the law for him, and
Yeah.
so he's angry.
But now it wasn't Kemp. Didn't Trump like Kemp originally?
Yeah, he loved
Sort
Kemp
of,
because
yeah.
no, initially they
He
were like
hated, what's his
circle
name?
jerking together. Purdue
No,
and Loeffler hated
No.
both of them to begin with.
no. What was the guy that ran against Kemp?
Oh, Cagle.
Cagle. He hated Cagle.
Yeah. But because, Kemp was the guy who was holding guns on young men in his commercials.
And cheating black women.
Boys.
Yeah.
He was holding guns on young boys and
What was
doing
he doing?
inappropriate things
What
with
was he
them.
doing, that boy?
Holding a gun on him.
I know. What you reckon he did after they went off
I
camera?
don't know.
That's a question that needs to be answered.
Squealed like a pig.
Because I can see his daughters. They're like lesbians. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't think they're
He
just
made that boy
They
squeal
killed
like a pig.
They killed him and made it look like a car wreck.
No. Yeah, that's true. That happened. That happened, folks. But somehow Stacey Abrams and Hillary Clinton got blamed for it.
Yeah.
Not sure how that happened, but
It's one of those emails that got
oh, yeah. He had the server in the car.
Why on earth?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Because we live in ridiculous times.
we broke her.
Well, no, I mean, it's just like, nobody seems to care that, Dick Cheney shot somebody in the face.
They were friends.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
They were
live?
friends.
You live? You can't go hunting with
When
Cheney no more after that. But he
Barbara
lived.
Bush run somebody over or something.
DUIs, multiple DUIs,
It doesn't matter.
but yet they're the moral party.
Yeah.
Look, no. Okay, I will say this.
Another amoral party.
If you had a choice between Trump, Pence, or Bush, Cheney, which way are you voting?
Bush Cheney.
I think that. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean,
I would happily bring Bush Cheney
but
back.
I'm a fucking conservative.
I think-
I would
Like,
bring.
really.
I would if it
I'm
meant
a-
that I had 20 years of Bush Cheney. I would take 20 years of Bush Cheney if I never had to see Trump
It's like
again,
it's,
or Pence or Trump in any
It's
other.
Trump.
Any combination.
It's Trump. Kennedy now, right?
No,
Trump
that
Q.
didn't happen.
Trump Q.
Yeah,
Trump
but I mean, no. Look, here's the thing.
Q
If
can't run. He doesn't have a social security number.
Who?
Q can't run. He doesn't have a social security
Well,
number.
this is true. Yeah, you don't know.
He doesn't.
He's a real person.
Not with that name.
I don't
He's a
know.
real boy.
Not with that name.
Yeah, huh? He's only going by his middle initial.
Not with that name.
Actually, I mean, I've seen some weird
Q
names out there.
A9.
Maybe it's Q. You know, maybe it's Q, but it's spelled like
QE.
CUIEWX something. You know. I mean, look at some of these weird names
It's
that people
short for
spell.
Quentin.
You know.
He's
I
very
go
black.
back to
It's a real name.
the
No,
fact,
you
like
can't.
Corey and me had a conversation this week.
I don't remember this.
I am a libertarian, without a doubt. And, you know, because I firmly believe the government should leave me the fuck alone.
And other people.
And other people, correct.
Mind its own goddamn business.
And everybody who gets on to me and says, oh, no, you should be a conservative. I am a conservative. They're not.
Yeah, you're fucking nuts.
Conservative once upon a time used to mean fiscally conservative.
Correct.
It doesn't mean that anymore. It means spend us into oblivion
But
over
on top of
stupid
that,
shit.
and I know
Shit and
with the Fat Bald and White show, we try to stay away from politics, but you know what? Well, guess what? We're in a fucking election year. Too bad. We're going to have to deal with it. Okay? We're headed.
The problem is everything's fucking politics.
It is.
Can I I think I really
Fucking milk Nazis.
I
It's
feel,
pet.
I feel like I should say that quote from Falwell that I was telling you about when he was talking about when they had first announced Roe v. Wade, and he was just like, "Oh, they're taking our freedoms away from us. They came after us with this decision." It's like, what decision? Like, I've read the decision. It doesn't say it's mandatory that you do it. It just allows you the
Everyone's a
opportunity
party.
to be able to do it.
Look,
Where's the politics?
How is that coming after
This goes
you?
right
Like, I
back-
just don't get it.
this goes right back to my libertarian ways. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, Roe v.
You know,
Wade
but don't you-
Roe v. Wade wouldn't be necessary
I don't want
if
to see it.
Roe
I
v.
don't
Wade
know about
would
it.
not have been necessary had they not made it illegal in the first place. And that's funny because Roe v. Wade was put in place to go against a Texas law. That's how Roe v. Wade came about. It was a Texas law.
again, we're not. I'm not even trying to focus on Roe v. Wade. Think about money.
But
think
I mean,
about the
all
money
of it.
issue.
All of it.
Look
They
at
sit
this.
there and they're like,
No,
oh,
no.
they're coming after us. And it's just like,
Okay,
they're
they're
upset
saying the
because
same.
no, hold on. They're upset because they want less tax breaks for churches and all that other shit. Wow, when they're going to sit there and preach politics in the damn church,
The same
charge
thing
them
goes.
taxes.
The same thing. Look, there's a damn hospital up the fucking road. Okay, ran by Republicans, ran by a Republican.
Into the ground.
Correct. But the thing is they talk about needing more money. We need more money to run this hospital. We don't want to raise taxes. We don't want to expand Medicare. Guess what? Sometimes you have to spend money to make money. Is
And
that
we
not
don't
the
want
saying?
and we don't want to get rid of the fat cats who are on the board who ran it into the ground in the first place.
All that's secondary. I mean, my point is just
We
fucking
don't want
basic
people
funding.
insurance.
I would
Right.
say the only way I would ever be okay with them upping the property taxes to pay for that hospital is if it came along with every single board and administration member's resignation letter.
It won't. But the fact of the
I know
matter
it
is,
won't.
the fact is that if you look at something, look at something as simple as like Corey just pointed out a moment ago. If you give health insurance to these people, guess what? You're gonna get paid.
Yeah, the insurance company will fucking pay.
Right. Okay. My point is that these people who are on Medicare or Medicaid, expand that, get more people covered, then you're not going to have so many people defaulting on $100,000 surgeries that they walked in and got because they had a heart attack.
But you know what'll also help is if they actually employed some people there who could do their job. No,
I'm not just
no.
necessarily pinpointing
No, because
that.
I want to point out a point here because I went to that hospital, all right, and my insurance has a copay that said that it was $300 to go to emergency room. Yet somehow they billed me for $900.
I would have had a fit about it.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know. And then good luck getting someone on the phone to talk to anybody about it.
But
I mean,
look, if you want to go even further into it, look, apparently no healthcare company can manage things. Right now is the period of COVID, the time that every fucking healthcare company
Caremark
should be
seems to be
making
doing well.
money out the ass. CVS is in trouble right now. CVS is having to consider whether or not to file bankruptcy because of the fact that they've mismanaged their money for so long, so badly.
Then why'd they just open up a whole bunch of private practice?
I've got
nurse
no
practitioners?
clue, but you
They've
could go.
expanded minute clinics. But now they're not necessarily in CVS.
Well, that's probably they've made it a separate offshoot now.
Because it is hard to
Probably.
find a minute clinic. I mean, there's the closest one's Gainesville.
But my point is that everywhere, not just CVS, Walgreens is on that list of places that had during the pandemic toted a pounding.
Well,
Rite Aid's gone.
no, it's not. Right, it's not gone.
It's not completely gone.
The corporation as an entirety sold to Walgreens, so they may still be operating under the name, but you cannot own Rite Aid stock.
Speaking of
It's
something,
only in California.
speaking of something
It's
being
still
gone,
owned by Walgreens Corporation now.
I don't think so.
speaking of something being gone, didn't Toys R Us close down?
Yeah.
I saw commercials for Macy's. They got some Toys R Us in the Macy's.
Maybe there's some sort of
There's been like a movement kind of around that.
They sold out the store, and basically they're trying to make an online presence to be a brand to bigger stores, bigger box stores.
So again, going back
so
to
they're gonna make a Toys R Us like Mattel is
So it'll be
basically
a
what it's gonna be.
building.
because again during the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, I saw Toys R Us commercials at Macy's. Toys R Us at Macy's. So
I have no clue.
and I was like,
I
I
mean-
thought they closed down.
As I say, it's just odd to me that during this time when medical practices should be making shit piles of money, that they're not. And the reason they're not is because of the fact that we have a government that's not smart enough to figure out how to, take care of that problem. As I say, again, libertarian, I believe, sink or swim on your own, all that good stuff. But there's certain things, because all my life I've heard, all life is precious. But apparently once you get outside the womb, no, you're not that precious no more. Fuck you.
Yeah, but I mean,
There's
like,
pro-life. There's
to what
pro-birth.
degree? What are you supposed to do? I mean, other than mandating vaccines and masks.
You don't even have to do that.
I ain't wearing those masks.
You
I ain't
can-
taking
you
that
can
vaccine.
mandate
Rah.
vaccines.
You hear that all the
You
time.
can mandate vaccines.
Not for certain things, like to get into a school or something like that. You cannot mandate it across the board. No. There's a decision, Massachusetts versus, yeah.
They were allowed to do it in the pandemic in that Spanish flu.
Well, they didn't have a vaccine for it.
They had some type of
It was
vaccination.
polio is what you're talking
Okay,
about. Yeah,
but
it's
there
a
was
polio
something they
vaccine.
could do for the betterment of the
And
country. That
the
was
only
required.
way this person sued because their kid was going to have to get it to go to school. And the Supreme Court said, no. If you want to go to school, you got to have it. So that's where that came in.
Yeah, but it could also we could put bouncers at every federal building. Can't get in. Looks like you're going
Yeah,
to
well,
federal court.
They're not going to do that. It's just not going to happen.
You're going straight to federal jail because you can't show up to court because you're not vaccinated.
You're never going to see that. That's the
No.
thing, though. You're just
No.
never going to get to that place. And something should happen. But, personally, my stance on it, I don't give a shit if you get vaccinated or not. But if you don't, you ain't going to be around me or my family. That's my stance.
But I think the problem is that it's so hard. It's so hard to get things back to normal. And that's like the court system, for instance. I mean, there's we were supposed to have civil court a couple weeks ago. It was canceled because the COVID numbers were so high that the county felt like it would be really stupid on their part to basically host court.
Start killing them.
Well, but this is civil cases, so I mean, there's so much stuff. This was cases from 2018 that still haven't been tried.
Start letting people die. If they're too stupid to go do what they need to do.
Mm-hmm.
I hate it for you.
Let them die. Everybody's way up.
I mean, thank you for stealing from Carl Sandburg there, Corey, but what? No, the Sandbergs pile the bodies high. Let me work the grass to coin.
I don't know.
I
It
personally-
would be nice to try to get back to some sense of normalcy.
Well, you're never
It's
going
never
to.
gonna happen.
Never.
This is
No.
normal.
Yeah, you're just going to have to deal with the fact that this is where we're at. We'll be there.
And it's just me.
If only we'd fix the bromance.
I feel like people
Mm-hmm.
are exceptional douchebags lately.
Well, I've said I've
This
got
was a conversation Corey and I had the other day.
I have a stance on this. I don't believe people are exceptionally douchebags. I do not. Now, sure, there are people out there who are,
I mean, I just feel like they've been in quarantine so long, they don't know how to react in public.
I think
So everybody's turned aspy. So they're like, fuck you, you're in my way. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
I go back to it was less than 100 years ago that men sit in trenches 6 foot deep from me to Brian and shot each other in the head.
That's why these people are upset, because they haven't had the closest thing that these people have tasted the blood is Grand Theft Auto. That's what their problem is.
Yeah, that's where they. I did my tour on Call of Duty. That's where they're at. You don't know, man. You weren't there.
You weren't at Nuketown.
They're like, man, I got shot as I was walking in the door, right in the head. Some bitch behind the door desk got me. Shot me through the wall. Fucking asshole.
I wonder who that was. So let's talk about something that I know Mr. Hope is excited about.
Crash Bandicoot.
No, not Crash Bandicoot.
Divorce?
No,
Not
why would I
yet.
be happy about that?
Adam hasn't been beaten on her lately, so she's good.
I'm more
Adam has never
more
beat on
believe
me.
that she would be the one beating on Adam.
Oh,
No, that's a possibility.
Batter husband syndrome.
but no, I think that we should talk
That's what our
about
father thinks.
cars.
Okay. What car do you want to talk
All
about?
right, have you seen the new Teslas?
No.
Okay, so there's an issue with all
Very
new
classic.
Teslas. With that, but their bodywork doesn't match up. It overlaps. And on top of that, the door handle pops out. You have to wave your hand, like you have to use the force in front of the door
I
handle.
thought it was actually like the key fob.
Only on the driver's side. On the passenger side, you have to use the force to get the door handle to pop out.
Have you been watching the TikTok on
Okay.
No, but I've seen a news report the other day about the freezing rain in the Northeast. And the guy
there
goes
was
out,
a TikTok video and he's like trying to get in his car and he can't because it's frozen.
gotta have a chisel. I'm gonna have to ruin the paint to get in this car.
He had to
I
take
have
a
a
hot
hard
towel.
time getting the paper towels to dispense by waving at them. Or the seat to come on, waving my hand back and forth under it. You know,
Well, I think
Yeah.
the concept is just
Fucking-
leave your hand there.
Fucking Surrey. With a freaking face. I mean, like, my face hasn't changed. It's gotten a little fatter, but, you know, it's like, damn it, bitch. You can't. It's Face ID. Fucking see me.
look here.
Look at me.
In the eye. Not here. Look here.
Look at me, you're beating the lies, you son of a bitch. But no, I think that okay. So we've got these new EVs. That's where we're heading is electric vehicles. What do you think? Do you think that Tesla is going to win that war, or do you
No.
think Ford's going to come out? Have you seen this new F-150 Lightning EV? Oh, that thing's badass looking.
Well, look, we all know Toyota's
Probably, or Kia. If Kia ever puts something out there,
They'll do it.
I'm sure they will.
They already have.
Not that's caught on.
maybe a Volkswagen.
It's because they put the okay at the time the trend was for your EV vehicle or your hybrid vehicle to be ugly as sin. Okay, because you had to show that you were that big of a
Right, you had
douchebag
to-
for the planet that you had to compensate or you had to give on the fact that you were driving around in a
I
stylish
always
car
point out to people.
and drive a shitty looking car like the Prius.
Yeah, I always point out to people that the Toyota Prius made it, while the Pontiac Aztek, which had the same body work, same ugliness to it, just a little taller, never sold but like 5 or 6 of those things.
Let's wait and see when we get the electric powered, Hummer.
Well, it's on the way. I'm sure it's on the way.
I mean, you'll have to have its own power factory.
Nuclear
That's
power.
what-
Shovel the coal
That's what all the
back.
back is for. It's a huge generator.
You gotta shovel the coal back.
It's got a nuclear centrifuge in the back
It
there.
still takes 20 gallons of gas to fill it up.
It would change the whole movie Speed if it was done with an EV
Fast and
bus.
Furious.
Yeah, could you?
With these EV, I'm actually excited for these EV vehicles, And the reason why is because finally, television can be real. You know how every time, like even the most minor car accident happens in an action movie, the car blows up. Now it will make sense.
Yes.
It's like, oh shit, I just lost the batteries in it. Oh, bail out! Bail out! Boom!
System is critical.
And it'll be like, so, and actually,
Oh damn!
What
At
was
least
that?
hit the window. Bail out! Bail out!
what was that iRobot?
And
In
then
iRobot, they
Siri will
had
look
that
at you.
autopilot thing that took over.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, and you've already seen how that's worked. All these people are having car accidents, all this kind of shit.
DUIs.
It's like, oh no, it can't
Can
be
you
the
get a
autopilot.
DUI if you're letting it
How
drive?
It's all the alcohol.
It's got ethanol in its system.
What?
Ethanol.
Yeah, you still could get a DUI because you're still technically operating the vehicle.
Yeah, because you still have to be able to.
Take over at any moment.
Yeah. It's
Of
not.
course, I really think that defeats the purpose, but whatever.
Yeah, what's the point in having autopilot if you've got
It's not really autopilot.
It's not autopilot. It's autopilot. You know, from the Simpsons, the book, autopilot.
Okay. Hey,
But I
Jude.
mean, it's not. It's not. They call it autopilot, but it's just like autopilot on a plane. You can't just like walk around the cabin and leave the plane unattended.
Yes, they do.
They still have someone sitting up there.
Yeah, but he's just up
Monitoring.
there for whatever.
That's what you're supposed to do. Is you're supposed to be monitoring. You're not supposed to be drinking in the back, snorting blow off of hookers.
Where's
How do
the
you think you
fun?
can get to that flight, Hope? Precision landing requires copious amount
Oh
of
my
I don't
gosh,
even-
there's a shit ton of geese. Work this blow right quick. Fucking blow.
There's a ripper on the plane.
If Tesla would build their vehicles better, you wouldn't need that. You wouldn't have to worry about it. Because then if you drove into a river, if they put their body panels on tight, you wouldn't
All I can say
drown.
this is all I'm going to say about this, okay? We've seen all the
It's not.
flaws.
She'll say a lot more.
No, leave it alone. We've seen what Tesla's done with their vehicles.
Yeah. Do you want to put one of those batteries on the side of your house?
No, not even. Would you fly to the moon in that thing?
Well, he hasn't done it yet. But okay. So apparently, Blue Origin people,
It's going to be like
Blue Origin, are saying that the penis is unsafe.
the SpaceX flying to the moon is going to be Space Cowboys. Because at the very end,
The one-way trip to the moon.
just Tommy Lee Jones sitting there dead.
Strap him to a bottle rocket and let him ride. But no, I think that I think that Tesla, like now they're putting batteries on the side of houses. Have you seen this? That's concerning to me because didn't they have an issue with the batteries just randomly catching fire?
California wildfires.
Yeah, and then you've got as I was pointing out, talk about Blue Origins. Apparently, Blue Origin has had some ex-engineers come out and say that the penis is unsafe to ride.
Hey, Corey,
My penis is very safe to ride. Thank you very much.
I don't want to know.
No.
Well, you were asking
No,
questions.
I was not going to ask. I was going to tell you that on the plus side, if Tesla's doing all that shit, then that means that Smokey the Bear is going to be more interested in Tesla than he is
He's gonna be
you.
after Elon, not you.
You're
I can't escape the country.
You're going to be like, you're going to fall down on his list. He's not even going to care about you anymore.
You might not even make the top
I'm
five.
going to be
anymore.
after
You're gonna be-
P&G right
You're
now,
going to
but
be as
yeah.
useless. You're going to be as useless as the FBI trying to find out who DB Cooper is.
So what you're saying is I need to up my game. Is that what you're
I
saying?
read a thing this week. Did they find Hoffa, or was that another?
They don't know. I haven't heard. Like they think they know.
found a body. They found remnants, but they don't know who it is yet.
Okay, so we don't know if Hoffa's been found or not.
It's in a New Jersey.
Landfill.
No, under a bridge,
No.
New Jersey.
So yeah, it's probably Hoffa for sure.
It was a landfill.
That was and it was built about the time that it was under construction about the time that he died
It was Jersey.
or disappeared.
Oh well, tonight, Hope told news.
Mm-hmm.
I showed up.
Brian showed up. Corey,
Blake criticized
I
Corey.
I
didn't
did.
throw anything.
Well, not yet.
And Corey, bless his heart, he tried.
Hey, Brian.
And we will be back
We're back! We're back!
with a better episode where we talk about hair transplants.
And how he needs one.
And how he's harvesting it from his back to put on his head.
Oh, fires.
All right, we're out of here.
They're gonna weave him a web